Hello everybody and welcome to Roll Together RPG and to our next episode of our Chronicles of Aeodrun, he said Awakening then, Chronicles of Aeodrun Awakening campaign. My name is Josh, I use he, him pronouns and I shall be your game master for tonight. And as you can see, I am joined by some very lovely people. I will get them to introduce themselves right now, their characters and maybe some thoughts about what happened to them in the last session. I'm going to start off with the person who had probably the least traumatizing experience, Talia.
Hello, my name is Talia. She, her pronouns, and I am playing Vesenia, also she, her, beefling, fiend, fallen, paladin, redemption paladin, celestial warlock, champion of our Lady of Light.
Third of her name.
Something to actually do some decent work with that. Reluctant haver of conversations, but honestly, probably coming better out of the conversation pattern so far. It'll be her turn to have trauma in a second, but right now we're dealing with other people's problems.
Yes, I think we should move to the. I mean, to be fair, the pair of you had both some pretty traumatic stuff happen to you. I think we'll go to the one who had it happen more in the center of the episode. We'll go to Tom.
Hello, it's me, Tom. I use he, him pronouns, as does Lil Brahm Shatteroak. He's half orc, he's half elf, he's all shadow monster now. Sometimes it takes us to about episode 30 to get into the body horror as shadows burst out. Sometimes you just break your hand and turn into, you get a void in your hand. Yeah, he's having a rough time. He made a good curry, though, so whatever happened, you can't take that away from him. As all the curry just suddenly starts metastasizing and turning into creatures, I'm like, oh no, my tummy.
Cursed curry!
Cursed curry! It's the goats! The goats have turned on me, finally. Yeah, and then Bram thought, I'll just have a quiet night for once, and, well, let's see how that goes.
We're going to move to Nat.
Hi, I'm Nat. I use she, her pronouns, as does my character, Elodie Fogg. A young scientist, lover of fairy tales, lover of stories, plagued by birds. Sometimes not Elodie Fogg, sometimes is one of the birds instead. And she's fine. Doing fine. Did a bit of science. It went really well. Just having a lovely nap. Everything's fine.
I hope you like fairy tales, Miss Fogg.
You're about to be in one.
This is called The Little Girl Who Drank the Bad Potion. It will end with, and unless she died, she lives to this day. Well, we're going to find out.
Yeah, well, before we find out, we have a couple of sponsors and supporters we'd like to thank. Our sponsor for tonight is Phoenix Dice. You can go to phoenixdice.com to get yourself some clickety-clack math rocks, including some limited edition roll-together dice, which are being lovingly displayed right now. And if you use the code ROLLTOGETHER, all caps, at checkout, you can get 25% off of your purchase. We're also proud to be supported by Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, D&D video game where you can gather yourself a party of adventurers, travel through the multiverse and battle waves of monsters on various different devices. And if you type in exclamation point code into chat right now, you'll get yourself a code for a free Electrum chest, which you can use in-game to give yourself some little extra rewards and buffs and stuff like that. We are also proud to be supported by Homie and the Dude. Homie and the Dude are a father and son-led TTRPG book company who do supplement books for various different things. The Wandering Tavern you'll see during our break if you're watching us on YouTube. You can go to their website, and if you use the code ROLLTOGETHER, all caps, at checkout, you'll get 10% off your purchase. And they have a new Kickstarter coming at some point this year. It might already be out by the time this comes out, or it might have already been gone by the time this comes out. Cool. If so, it will be out and available for you to purchase. It's called Scorched Basin, and it is a system agnostic system that is based on Dune, or inspired by Dune and Mad Max. And then finally, you'll see dotted around our characters, our players' faces, other than mine, you'll see some lovely pieces of artwork. These were made by Mike. You can go to the link that's in the chat right now to go to Mike's page and check out all of his art. His commissions are currently closed. If that has changed by the time this comes out, a little thing will pop up over my face right now, but keep an eye on all of that on his socials and stuff. Massive thank you to the D20 Club and Dice Heads on Patreon and other tiers. They are fantastic. They are the best. You can join them from as little as one of your local currency per month, or one goat, which must be sent to Tom for more curried goat, by following all of the links in chat and the description below. I've mentioned description below quite a lot. If you are watching us on YouTube, please do consider liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and commenting down below. It helps us know what you like, so we know what to make more of for you. And with all of that, because I've spoken enough, I need to take a drink and a breath, we are going to go to the title sequence. Well, last session happened, didn't it? There was quite a few different things. It is penned as a very RP focused session, but there was a lot of trauma that happened. Brahm tried to channel the darkness that is flowing through him, and very, very nearly, possibly, took him over, left a black mark on his hand, and has seemingly absorbed his mother's mace into his hand, and he can seem to summon it at will. He also failed a death saving throw, which isn't part of his other death saving throws, but is something very important for his story, which he has marked down. It's basically like taking a corruption point. I thought I would do it as a death saving throw because that seemed more dramatic.
It's fine. I did some self-analysis, and it turns out that my magic hates me. It's fine. I just got a mace in my hand. Yeah.
And Elodie decided to do some experiments, managed to separate the aether from the black aether. Or no, put both of them into different containers. The black aether seemed to be a lot more powerful and a lot more vocal and violent than the purple aether, which caused everybody to take a little bit of psychic damage. Elodie then proceeded to stick the purple aether into one of her mutagens, the Preceptia one to be exact, and then drank it and began to feel the signs of exhaustion, fatigue, all of that sort of stuff.
But I could see really well.
And you could see really, really well. And the DM was constantly going, "You're feeling really tired. You're feeling really tired."
Yeah.
But yes, you did eventually go to sleep. You all did. You all went to sleep in the living quarters area. And in the middle of the night, both Vesenia and Hera, both Vesenia and
she's
Brahm.
upstairs.
Hera's, the actual old lady Hera who is not a future version of our Hera, is actually an old fiend fallen person that may or may not be a relation to our Vesenia.
And also might have had sex with one of my parents. And it's like, oh no, not your type, not the
That's
type.
That's a headcanon you've brought into it.
Look, it's once you're on the road, you have to share a blanket,
Are you my uncle then? Not just like, what are you to me?
I'm the Shadow Man. I live in your dreams.
Oh, my dreams are already bad enough. You'd actually be a positive point in it.
Hi.
Met with such venom. Oh God, you'd actually
literally
improve
venom.
Sorry. Just gonna consume you. It's fine. Just don't fight it. Anyway, Josh.
I completely forgot where I was. Where was I?
Vesenia.
We're going to take a lovely nap and it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh yes, you're taking a lovely nap. Both Vesenia and Brahm were woken up in the middle of the night by the sound of something smashing, and as you awoke, there was a figure seemingly forming itself over Elodie, who was sound asleep. And as the figure turned to look at you, looked exactly like Elodie until they smiled with a smile from ear to ear, jaw extended out with big spiky teeth. That is where we are going to pick up. Tom wants to say something.
I was just going to say, Josh, I think, folks, you need to see the Hero Forge in all its beauty. So, editors, if you could just bring up what we are currently looking at.
Yes, I'll bring up the full image for everybody to look at. It will appear behind the Game Master name, but that's only part of it. But the full
I think
thing
you need to
will
see
appear.
the full thing. The response of all three of us going, "What the hell is that?"
I was on a train. I just saw a purple glaze and you guys reacting to it, and I got home and I went, "No, don't do that. No."
Not allowed. No.
No, like you. No, thank you.
No, but
No, thank you.
we have now renamed her. We decided she looks like jelly, so she's now Jelody.
That's definitely not her name, but if you'd like to call her that, that's fine.
Our name for the creature, and that's what's most important.
Yes.
In the if Elodie survives that, in the journal that we're coming away with, it's like, met Jelody today. Here's a sketch.
Anyway, let's go save our girl.
Yes, we are going to come into the session, but before Brahm and Vesenia get to do anything, we're going to rewind slightly. Little bit of time when you're all sound asleep and snoring. Elodie, you are in a cold sweat at the moment while sort of moving around in your sleep. This experiment that you have taken has had some unpleasant side effects on you, and as you are dreaming,
It's just a bit gassy.
you're just a bit gassy.
It's the goats.
Both no.
No. As you are dreaming, normally, you dream like any other person does. You dream of a location that you have once been to, but that location looks nothing like it did when you were there, but it still feels familiar. I don't know if anybody's ever had those types of dreams.
Yeah.
It's really, really off-putting. Instead, you are in a dark void room. The floor is completely black, but the walls, you can see the walls around you. It's not like there's a void everywhere. The walls are these brilliant colours. You've got red, yellow, basically the colour of the menagerie are all over the place. And as you are stood there, you can look and see your hands and everything. You can see a cluster of figures just off in the distance that seem to be crowded around a figure that is laying on the floor.
Hello?
They all turn to you, and because I do not roleplay as any of them, except for one actually, there is one I do roleplay as, one of them steps forward, slightly greyer of aura, greyer of wings. I think they are a dove. You may need to correct me on that.
Aravis is a dove.
Aravis steps forward, and you haven't had many interactions with Aravis since that time, since way back in your origin story. They've appeared slightly, but they've sort of taken over and produced the wings and things, but you've not actually had a proper conversation with them well over a year. Not a year. In a long time is what I should say. And they just step forward and what have you done?
What have I done?
You can see as Aravis steps to one side, you can see Celerimus, Ember, and Alorim. Alorim, is that how you say
Alorim.
it? Alorim are all stood around Perceptia, who is laying on the floor.
The Perceptia. What happened?
Aravis just steps forward. The others don't talk to you because me making you roleplay as all of those people at the same time is really mean. But they all just sort of move away from you as you get closer, and Aravis steps to sort of intercept you. It's not good for you to go over there. Whatever it is that you did, that experiment, whatever it is you drank has drained Perceptia of all of her power.
What? But I didn't mean to. I don't understand how that works. It was all. We decided that we realized that the mutagens, the way that my potions work to access all of you, it's similar to the Harbingers and the way the Imperium works, and it made sense on paper. I had to try it. Perceptia, I'm so sorry. If I go over, can I touch her?
You can touch her. The Aravis goes to step in, but you can see that Ember's flames begin to sort of rile up as if they're ready to go for you. And Celerimus just sort of steps forward, and there's an echo of a voice that comes through from them that says, let them let her through. And you can see that Perceptia is on the floor, seemingly unconscious or in a coma of some sort. But you can see that the colours that she normally is sort of morphing and changing. It's the same with the others as well. Other than Avarice, their colours are shifting and changing, and it's like there's some sort of mutation transferring amongst them. You see some of their colours are connecting and shifting and changing and forming new colours, and their forms take on this aura. You understand what Udric sees at this moment when he sees the auras. You can see this around them. And I think we've described in the past that each of these people, they look rather avian-like, rather they've got bird-like features to them. That
in my head, they were just full-on birds, not like bird folk. They were just full-on birds.
Okay, yeah, they're full-on birds. They begin taking on more of a human form, each of them, and each of them begin to look more like you, but with the like feathers of the color, the new color that they've taken on.
Looking forward to trying to do hero forges of that. Anyway, back in character. Is this because of the mutagen?
Yes.
Can I do an arcana check? Or can I try and investigate what's going on? I know this is like a psychic space rather than a physical space to actually physically product stuff, but...
You can make an arcana check. For some reason, even though this is a dream, you seem to be fully conscious and aware of everything that's happening. Like,
we've all lucid dreamed.
Yeah, but like when you wake up, you're going to remember every single bit of this.
Yeah, she's in her dream palace. That's fine.
Yeah, you're in your mind palace.
Yeah.
Josh,
yes.
Would you consider that this is an arcana check to recall information about Aether or investigate Aether?
Yes. One of the changes, just so the audience knows, one of the changes that we've made to certain abilities that allow you to sense fiends, undead, celestials, and all that sort of stuff. So, Elodie's Blood Hunter ability, here Vesenia's Divine Sensibility. I've included Aether as a type in that. So, yes, you will get advantage.
The magic. Thank you. I get to roll with advantage then.
Corruption.
So that's going to be a 19 total.
So, with a 19, from conversations that you've had pretty much since the campaign started with various different people, you know that watered down Aether has a slow mutation rate to it. You witnessed what that outcome was with the father bear, with the horrible spineness to it and everything like that. And you've also been warned that ingesting pure Aether is almost like an instantaneous mutation. No grace period with it at all. You just instantly mutate. That's what's happened here. Something with it, even though you've only ingested a small fraction of it, it seems to have taken hold of your defining feature and has mutated that. And your defining feature is the fact that you have your mutagens to access these other characters effectively, or other people.
Right. So what is to be done about it?
There's nothing you can do. From what we can see, this is permanent. We don't know what effect it's going to have on you when you next drink a mutagen, but now that this mutation has taken full effect, it was festering when you first drunk it, and that's why you needed to sleep. That's why Perceptia needed to sleep. It drained her of all of her magic.
No, but she's still here.
She's not dead, no. She's still here. It might just take a little bit of time for her to come round.
And the rest of you are still here. You're not... It's not going to take you away from me, is it? You're changing.
We're changing, but we feel empty. There's something missing. And when Avarice says that, you feel something missing as well, but you can't tell what it is.
She's just going to take Perceptia's wing and grab onto the rest of them and try and do a hug pile.
The others are a little bit skeptical to accept it to start with, but it's Celerimus that, again, that echoed voice sort of says, come on, Elodie's one of us. We need to show support. We were always pushing Elodie to do these experiments, and we've done that, and in this instance it's gone wrong. We need to stick together. It sort of brings everybody in for you to have that big hug.
Don't leave me.
We won't, Avarice says.
I guess she'll stay holding on to them all, but I know you say it's in a void space, but it's not a true void. There's walls and a ceiling?
There's walls that represent each colour that the menagerie is, but those colours are shifting and changing to match the mutations that have happened to them.
After a while in the hug, I'm going to go over to... Can I touch the wall? Does anything happen when I touch the wall?
Yeah, the wall, as you touch it, it's like a ripple effect. When you place your finger on a flat surface of water, ripples begin to fall away from it. And I mean, we joked about this being a mind palace earlier. If you wanted to make this into something, you seem to have the full ability to do it.
Huh.
Home for the menagerie.
Pushes the walls a little to see how far they'll go. And then she starts pushing upwards and upwards. And the sort of imagery of wooden beams and joists starts to appear, with wrought iron detailing, and the sort of stained glass windows. I don't know if there's light coming from outside, but it feels like there's just colour everywhere. And then plants as well, and shrubs. And what she's recreated, it's a very classically drawn fairy tale castle tower. The one specifically in her fairy tale book of Embers that was burnt down. She's recreated that.
The flames that are around Ember begin to die down, and you can hear echoed sobbing coming from them as they see it.
We'll go back to the cuddle pile.
You go back to the cuddle pile, and that's where you'll stay for the remainder of your sleep. I would also like to point out that as soon as you started describing architecture, Talia leant forward.
I know.
Look, you've just gained like 5 points with Talia in a friendship. He's like, yes, tell us more.
Talia will remember this.
Tell me about the buttresses. How are there any gargoyles? A grotesque, perhaps?
Comes up with Talia approves.
By this point, I will have gone and just really sort of like, I just want to paint things, okay? I just want to paint everything. Also, I like buildings.
You've got a new drawing, Talia, where you just get to draw a lovely fairy castle.
In real life, I am the person who went to Barcelona and then sat down in the middle of the street so I could sketch some of the buildings.
I mean, of all the places to go for architecture, Barcelona is the one.
I like architecture. It tells me so much about climate and culture and economics.
It's all learning. We love it.
All learning and art.
Yay.
As we come back out, and
as a transition to whatever's happening out there,
as the music changes to something a little bit darker, less sad and something a little bit darker, Vesenia and Brahm, you have both been awoken by this smashing of glass. And as you stand up and have a look over, you can see Elodie is stood there with her back to you. And then you just, for some reason, just happen to sort of lean over to the side, and you can see laying on one of the sofas in the living area is also Elodie, sound asleep, with a slight cut and a little bit of blood dribbling down from her cheek. This figure has got a pistol, Elodie's actual pistol, pointed at her head. And you can see the other arm has a sword in it, but as it lifts the arm up, it's unnatural. It's not gripping it. It's like the sword is part of the arm, and you can see the blood is dripping off of it from the cut as it lifts the blade up and lets the blood trickle into its mouth. This snake-like elongated tongue comes through the jagged teeth and licks around the chin. As it turns to you, this almost unnatural angle with the neck, head is almost fully 180 degrees upside down. Big grin at you, looks exactly like Elodie. There's patches of it that have taken on Elodie's colorings, like skin colorings. The rest of it is completely purple. My inspiration for this is the T-1000 from the Terminator films, but purple. I would like both of you to roll me initiative, please.
Here we bloody go.
I hate this, but I love this.
Natural 20, bitch.
Oh!
3.
I don't know why combat makes me so belligerent.
Elodie, could I also get you to roll initiative as well?
Sure.
Okie dokie.
14.
So we got a natural 24, I'm
not looking. Oh, my initiative, okay, 22. I am looking, it's right in front of me.
You're too busy thinking about the buttresses again.
They're too much. They're just so
Them
sexy.
buttresses, though.
They're
Yeah.
so sexy.
I'll stain your glass. What's happening?
Bram, what did you get?
I got 3.
You still got that minus to the dex, haven't you?
Yeah, I got a bad hand. Hurty.
Okay, so little homebrew rule for everybody. I have been doing this, and I do say it every time that somebody rolls a natural 20 on initiative. When you roll a natural 20 on initiative, you still go in your initiative order as planned. However, you do get an additional action on your turn because of the natural 20. And because I prefer player agency in combat over enemy agency, because they rolled the exact same as you, you can go first.
Rude.
Yay. It's like me.
It's me.
It's me.
It's a me, a Vesenia.
It's me. Just because what I want to do, if I can do it as a free action, is just have a look at it and kind of see, is it something that is essentially an extension of Elodie and attacking it would hurt her, or it's something that she's doing but doesn't know, like if she's projected it, or is it an outside thing trying to kind of like make a connection? Like, is it a natural extension from Elodie, or is it something trying to hurt our girl?
I would ask you for either a perception or insight.
Cool. I will give you
Either of you can do that.
either, because
Or either or both.
I'm good at both. It's the same score. That is I can't read numbers, 23.
23. Bram, would you like to roll?
Oh, what did you do insight or perception?
I feel like I would be doing the kind of, honestly, like battle checking, so insight, kind of just seeing at this stage everyone is just figures on my mental warboard.
I rolled perception. I got a 5. I think Bram's being racked with guilt, and that's just distracted him for a few seconds.
Guilt and shock into what's actually transpiring at the moment. But with a 23 on perception, you notice that this thing was attached to Elodie at some point. Just as you woke up and sort of both of you, one of you went looked to the right and saw Elodie, the other one looked to the left and saw the remnants of what looked like this aether liquid pooling off of Elodie and into this creature, forming, allowing it to take on this full Elodie-looking form, although I should say that this thing stands probably 7 foot tall. Its head is sort of creaked to sort of avoid the ceiling. Its arms are twice as long as what they should be. Its legs are. Its neck is really long as well. It's proper giving Slender Man vibes. Yes.
Cool.
Cool. And go to hit it.
I draw my sword and I attack it.
Awesome. Go for it.
Fantastic. First bonus action, Hex, Wisdom.
Yep.
Let me write that down.
Yes, please. Yeah, I will put that down as well.
So I have. Then I am going. That's also going to be a. See if that happens. And then I am going to strike it first. Green flame blade is kind of useless for the passing off the fire, but also gives me extra fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to. Is a 20. 30-20.
30-20. As you bring your whip blade round, not using the whip element of it, just using the sword part, and go to strike, you watch as this thing is nimble and quick in its reactions, and even though the attack looks like it's going to strike into its neck, the sword instantly comes up and parries the blade away, striking along, causing sparks to fly up across the sky, and it sort of brings the blade around, taking you with it, and shoves your sword into the ground. It uses a parry ability, increasing its AC.
Fantastic. You gave me an extra action because of my
Natural 20, yep.
20. So as it parries me around, I am going to essentially allow that to happen so that I can kind of see if I can get my sword and then attack them from the back instead.
Yep, go for it.
That is going to be a 23.
23 is exactly what you needed to hit. As the blade goes to go into the wood of the floor, you very quickly sort of shift your wrist ever so slightly, so it causes the blade to twist, which stops it from hitting into the wood. It does reverberate a little bit and you lose grip of it, but you instantly catch it in Nat's favourite position, the reverse grip, spin around and slice it into the back.
Off air, I have been teasing Josh about his love of reverse grip.
Yeah.
It's not practical.
And I am also teasing.
Again.
Roll me some damage.
I am doing it. I'm going to put a divine smite into that. So that
You can add an extra d8 because it is an aether creature. I will add that for smite.
I'm using all my d8s now. So that is going to be actually it's pretty much multiple d8s. Good for me. Which one is it? So 8 for that one. This one is my fire one. 5. 1 crochet. Okay, so that is 9 points of piercing damage.
Yep.
2 points of fire damage, 1 point of necrotic damage, and 14 points of radiant damage.
26 points. 26 points of damage in total as you explode this attack, reverse grip, into the back of this creature. Throughout all of that, it looks like it didn't do as much damage as you thought it did.
None of the bits?
It seems to have resistance to everything you just did to it.
Piercing, necrotic, fire, and radiant.
Yep.
Okay.
I will allow you to roll an Arcana check against that.
Thank you, because I did a whole bunch of different things, and I want to know why.
You didn't do the blueberry damage, though, which we've established is the most powerful.
I mean, Elodie is resistant to necrotic and radiant, so whether it's taking any of her stats or not, that might be...
Elodie.
Why?
Elodie.
And fire when she's in ember form.
Ember.
Oh, that's... Okay, well, Talia rolled a 9. That's 10 minus 1.
Yeah.
Unless you give me advantage because it's Elodie and Elodie's special.
I'll give you advantage because you have Aether in you. As part of your being a horsewoman.
Steady on, Tom.
Okay, that was an 18. 19 minus 1, 18. Which is better.
My scarf came undone. I was so scandalised.
Because this thing is, as you've just witnessed, completely made out of Aether, and Aether is the substance that created all forms of magic. It has resistance to every damage type.
Rude.
Okay. Because made of Aether, resistant to everything. I inform Brahm of this. So it's not connected to Elodie. It's pure Aether. Resistance to everything. I've got it down on wisdom. It's not necessarily strategizing right now.
Right, okay. I also think if we make noise, we might wake Kira up and she might... Maybe she's got a gun. We might need help here.
Oh no, foul beast! Step away from our friend and do not take her form. Is that loud enough?
I know it's not my time, but Bran kicks a chair to make it clatter.
You know, she's at the top of the lighthouse, so it's going to take a lot of noise to wake
She's
Kira up.
also very old.
Yeah. You also notice as well, because there is windows in this living room, that there is a very violent thunderstorm outside.
Oh.
There's very strong winds blowing. There's flashes of lightning flashing into this room, which makes this elongated Elodie sort of flash in darkness. You can see it has a lot of Elodie's features, but the one thing that hasn't been mutated and shifted into something grotesque is the golden irises. Although the eyes are filled with black, the whites of the eyes are black, the golden irises are the exact same as Elodie's.
Oh, this is very exciting. We're fighting in the dark in a lightning storm.
That's being in a horror movie.
Yeah.
Very attractive. Let's go kill this thing.
Yes, very nice. Stab it.
I think it's perfect. Like Bram, like the poetic Bram, like, the aesthetics. Besides, like, just kill it. Kill this thing.
Is that the end of your turn, Vesenia?
That's the yes, because I only still have one actual sword attack because I'm not a level 5 paladin yet.
Yes. Okay,
So
so
bonus action, action, special natural 20 action. I'm going to try and angle myself so, I'm still in melee with it, but also I can kind of give some cover to Elodie just by where my body is.
okay, and it moves to the creature's turn, and you'd moved sort of kind of behind it, obviously still keeping that space between you and Elodie so that you can protect, but it's got its back to you at the moment. Your blade is currently stuck in its back, and you just watch as its entire top half just melds and turns into this globule gloop, and then the top end of it is now facing you. Feet are still facing Bram, but it's fully almost like twisted round to look at you, and it leans in. Its really long head goes right into your ear. Minerva didn't like that. You shall pay for this. And it slashes at you 3 times with its arm blade. Oh, and it also
Had that
pulls.
conversation? I can't remember if I've had that conversation with the rest of you.
I think you did mention it.
I think Perry and Lucian might be the only ones that know.
No, I know. We were in it. They mentioned my name, and I went, oh, okay. They mentioned Minerva, and you visibly went, and then Perry then looked at you and went, and I went, interesting, and we talked about it. We've not necessarily said, I've not said, this is what I think, but I went, I know there's a connection, and you went, yes, and I'm not talking about it, and then I've gone, okay.
I'm trying to
That's what
remember
it is.
if you talked about it on the ship, because during that previous conversation, Bram a lot of information went past Brahm because Brahm was just staring at Greta, who was not staring at him, and everything just got very staticky. So
I was going to say, if you're having that conversation on the ship, I could just imagine Bram was staring out to sea the entire time.
I mean, it's out there
Would not be
somewhere.
unexpected.
Oh, the ocean.
Oh, the ocean. Okay, so my attack rolls. I rolled, this is what I rolled on the dice. 13, 14, 14. So that is dirty 20 and 2 21s.
Fine, sure.
One of those re-roll with disadvantage.
I can do that if you'd like.
Yeah,
Reroll with disadvantage.
we re-roll with disadvantage as Bram's shield comes.
So that's going to be an 18 to hit.
18 is my AC.
Okay, so all three still hit. So
I tried.
I know.
you tried. Right. Oh, wow. Okay, it's max damage on 2 of the dice.
Rude.
Why would you do that?
Minerva.
Minerva.
Ah,
So in total, that is going to be 36 points of slashing damage.
that is most of my health, babes.
That's in total.
Still.
As
Ow!
it slashes at you, you feel these cuts just fall. It's almost like they're not going for deep cuts. These are precision, tactical, as if this thing is using the knowledge and education that Elodie has to strike vital parts of your body to do maximum damage with little effort. And one of the cuts just goes across your face in the exact same spot as Elodie's, and as your blood trickles down it catches on the sword, and its final thing on its turn is going to be it drips the blood into its mouth, and its long tongue stick comes out and licks around and tasty. Another one filled with aether. I'm going to consume you. And it's
I would like to hellish rebuke it.
you can hellish rebuke it.
Fantastic.
I rebuke you, hellishly. Get out.
Oh, it's a dex saving throw on their part. I don't roll this.
So it wants to consume aether, but it is itself aether.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose, no, it tracks.
You know, yeah.
Dex saving throw, it needs.
Dirty 20. It has magical resistance.
Rude.
Fine. Rude. It's still half as much, so it's still worth something. That is, I guess, reduced by half, so 10 points of fire damage, which means 5 points of fire damage.
Because it reduces and reduces, yeah.
Ugh.
Still, 5 points is still something.
Yeah.
5 more than it had before.
Yeah,
You can tell
essentially-
that.
I want to say that as it tries to lick my blood, the blood just lights on fire in its mouth.
Yeah, but you know that you've caused damage to this thing, but its form doesn't look like it's taking any damage at all. Every piece of damage you do to it, the form heals itself. In appearance, not in health.
What be you? Are you here and... Why the fuck are you here?
I want to consume. I want to grow. The chorus calls to me and I must answer. Elodie has given me form and I shall take advantage of it. I have all of her memories, all of her attributes. I even have her appearance.
Yeah,
Imagine what I could do with that.
You have the appearance and the abilities, but none of the charm. What a self-restraint! I want to look. Honestly, I've been wanting to eat this ether for like ages, and you know what happened? I've not done it. I have restraint.
Good. Look what happens if you to this. Brahm is just thinking to like, what is wrong with both of you?
I've got restraint. Anyway, it's not. It's hurt, but it's not stabbing, and also I'm in pain.
Right, I'll do something about that. Look at Elodie. Why did you drink my juice? You weird. You're weird.
You're saying this to Elodie, who's still asleep. As it comes to the end of Minerva's turn, we sort of the camera pans over towards Elodie, and we go into Elodie's mind. Elodie, you are in this cuddle puddle with the rest of the menagerie, and you can hear the sound of the thunder and lightning and heavy rainfall. And as you look out, you're within the tower now. Behind the stained glass where the light's coming through, you can see the flashes of lightning. And as those flashes of lightning, you can hear the sounds of battle outside, the clashes of metal on metal, a voice that sounds very similar to yours, but distorted and evil, along with everything that Vesenia just said to the form, and Brahm shouting at your body. You can hear everything that's happening outside.
The last thing you hear is, "You're weird, Fog."
I've just remembered a detail from the tower that, of course, would be in there, and how could I miss it off? The entire ground floor, circular inside of this tower, is a library, with wood paneling and a wheelie ladder all the way around it. You scoot all the way around, even goes over the door.
Is that what you're doing with your turn? Are you scooting? I'm having a lovely time in my library.
Just stay in my mind palace where everything is safe.
Get out of the mind palace and help save yourself.
No, but there's so many books to read.
No, but she'll use the ladder to climb up and look out of the stained glass window and see what's going on, and look to everyone else. We need to wake up. How do we do that?
Come here, Avarice says. You can come to Avarice, and Avarice is like, I'm sorry for this, it's going to hurt. And they backhand you as hard as they can.
Why? Ow!
You are going to take, not many, 2 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are shocked awake.
Psychic bludgeoning damage. Oh!
Oh, excellent. Our creator is awake. You can watch me kill your friends.
Creator? I didn't create you.
Oh, but you enabled me. Head twists right round. Looks exactly like you. Big teeth.
Rude. I don't look anything like that.
Its face shifts and molds and turns so it looks exactly like you, with big puppy dog eyes as it turns its head. I can look like you if I want to. And its face shifts back.
Part of me has just realised I kind of wish maybe I'd stayed asleep in there, because I've got so many books in there, canonically.
And you would have been
Books
safe.
at it.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll start. This thing has my pistol, right?
In its hand currently, yes.
Great. Sure.
That said, do you sleep with a loaded pistol?
Probably not, no.
So it's gonna,
Probably why you're not dead.
Yeah.
What else do I have? What else do I have? Do I have a full turn?
Yes.
Oh,
Full turn.
amazing. Incredible.
Yeep, yeep, yeep.
Okay. Technically have a rapier and a longbow as well.
I also gave you a knife last time. I don't know if you gave me back the knife, but...
That's true. That is true. Okay. She is going to roll off the... I'm imagining I'm on some kind of futon-y type sofa.
Yes.
Yeah. So would have stored stuff underneath it, the backpack and other bits. So we'll roll off the futon under the futon. It's fine. I'm just grabbing stuff. Interesting. Okay. Sorry. I was not expecting to actually have a turn, so now I'm like,
I mean, if you want to go back to sleep, you're just like,
that's
that's
I'm
weird.
doing
right.
out of this.
Open your eye. Oh shit. So you're alright. Good.
Okay, no, it's particularly Dexy, and I would have seen that through the window. Well, we'll try. So, we'll grab the Solarimus mutagen, the one that's not got the extra ingredient in it. I want to see if this still works. She'll grab that and down it.
As you down the potion and Celerimus's form begins to take hold, you feel this strange sensation come over you that you've not felt before when you've drank one of these mutagens, and you feel parts of your body begin to shift and change. And for the rest of you, for everybody else, you watch as basically how Celerimus looks in your mind palace is now reflected on you. You've got what colour did we say? Blue. You've got
Like
blue
a bluebird swallow mix.
Yeah, you've got bluebird feathers that have begun to appear in your hair, and your arms take on some like blue feathered hue. You've got your permanent mutation is that you have when you take a mutagen, you can fly 10 feet.
Ooh, fun! Thanks. Nice.
That doesn't give the rest of you, my players, an excuse to eat the mutagen.
I think it does.
I'm just saying.
Ember seems like a cool.
Actually, no. Canonically, the mutagens that Elodie makes do not work on anyone else because it's her blood.
Ugh.
Like Perry has already tried. Not
So if you've got
actually
hold
tried,
of
but
our blood,
Mutagen for someone else with someone else's blood.
I mean, technically,
stop trying to take my class-specific abilities.
No, technically, you've got my blood in you because of what you just drank. In some civilizations, that means we're married.
Oh, just a little drop.
Just a little splash.
Are you my aunt now?
Yeah.
You gotta tell me if you're my aunt.
Your blue feathery aunt.
I'm just thinking this is going to be so much harder for us to be undercover. Like earlier, it's like, oh, it's just this 20-year-old girl making an old woman noise. It's like, I'm a bird.
Well, that's the disguise gone, I suppose.
Oh, it's me. I'm a peacock.
Oh, God.
Okay,
Focus.
great. Under a futon, feathery. Oh, voice. Oh, interesting. There we are.
I like to think that happened in World as well. How do I talk? Yes.
Wait, that's my voice. And then I guess I will use... It feels a little impractical to grab a longbow out from under a futon and fire it from the floor. So I guess I will use the knife. Because that's less likely to be with disadvantage. And we'll try and sweep at the ankles of this thing, staying on the floor for the moment.
Yeah, go for it.
Come here. Hoppa. Oh, okay. That is a 28.
28 will hit.
And for my delightful little dagger, we have a whole 6.
6 will miss.
Damage.
You're using a dagger, so you could also make a third attack as part of your attack action using the.
No. The 6 is not the attack. The 6 is the damage.
Oh, 6 damage. Okay, so it does 3 damage. Sorry, I thought there was 6 to hit. So that'll do 3
I don't
damage.
get multiple attacks. Don't be silly.
You do if you're dual wielding.
No, because
your
I've used my bonus action to become Celerimus.
But with the nick weapon property, you can roll that what would be your bonus action attack into your main action attack. So it still gives you a bonus action for free.
So bam bam.
Oh, interesting. But Brahm only gave me one dagger.
It's a carving knife as well. Sort of like
Oh,
the
sorry, I thought
whistling.
you had the rapier in the dagger. Don't worry, ignore that then.
Rapier is very difficult to get out from underneath a futon. I mean, I will quite happily have the rapier as well if you want me to
Reverse
have
grip.
both.
Reverse grip.
You would okay, Josh.
No, you would never reverse grip a rapier. Even I know that. And it's
You've seen a rapier hilt.
Yeah, a
Reverse
rapier
grip is better for daggers and short swords, not long swords.
Yeah.
And great swords.
and a rapier is bludgeoning damage because you hit them with the hilt.
Yep.
Yeah.
To be
Thank
fair, to Sean's credit,
You can
in
do
this moment, grabbing a rapier and rolling over, like, you wouldn't be able to swing it to do slashing or piercing damage, but you would be able to punch with the hilt.
Nat, I think you've got to do it. I think. It's become the thing you hate.
Go on, Nat. Go on, Nat. Go against your values, your ideals, your training. Do it.
You know what it is, actually? No,
Yeah.
because you've given me 10 feet of flying speed. So, what it is, she rolls under the futon, grabs Slowmus potion, head back, Interesting. Feathers. Fabulous. Grabs the rapier and dagger, rolls back out, and I'm going to use the 10-foot of flying speed to hop into the air. And as she does, the rapier comes round for a Molinello style slash upwards through it, through the thing, followed by a quick dagger stab. So I'm still within range, but I've used the flying speed to sort of stand up, and I'm sort of hovering at its head height.
Awesome. Make me an attack roll with your rapier.
Rapier.
Oh, that is less good. So that's a 9 plus 7 is a 15.
15 does not hit. Well, it
Rapier's
hits.
ungainly at this distance.
Hits into the. It does hit into the body, but it doesn't pierce, or the rapier itself sort of bends slightly at the tip, but doesn't break or anything, and doesn't pierce, so it doesn't do any damage.
Yeah, fine. I think that, yeah, that's it. I have done all the things. And I'm right there. Great. This is great.
Excellent. Love to
All
have
fine.
it. Love to have it. While I remember, this the creature is sapped, and so has disadvantage on its next
attacks. Okay.
which should have been against me, actually.
Very true. I will. I'll tell you what I'll do. I will roll one of the attacks again, and if that misses you, then we will take off 13 damage from what you took.
That's not what I was asking for. I just wanted to make sure if it hit again, but I've just remembered.
It did hit again. It was a 14, so it's a 21.
Fine.
Rude.
But you still took the damage, unfortunately. But thank you for reminding me of that. At the end of Elodie's turn, Bram's turn.
Hello. You haven't heard from me in a while because a lot's gone on. I'm going to start with the bonus action. Vesenia, I come up and we're sort of like the shoulder by shoulder. This is me using my rally. Beautiful. You now get 9 temp hit points as you just like, hey, this is a guy who's got my back. So that's one of my superiority dice.
You are my cousin uncle.
I am, it's a complicated tree. A little bit of rot and blight in there, but it's wholesome. Let's try a attacky. 16. 16
misses as you go to swing, realise the mace isn't in your hand, but your hand keeps going. The mace shadows form the mace in your hand as you swing at this creature, and it doesn't actually take the hit. It's been taking the hits from everybody else, but with you, as this black, as what you now to be what you believe is called black aether, is pulling off of the mace, it actually visibly dodges out of the way, and its body still, its feet are facing you, its body's facing Vesenia, its head turns to face you, and it hisses at you. We are not ready to consume that yet. Keep it away from us.
A weakness.
Ah.
Right. Hello. Right. I just sort of jab with my hand. I'm like, hey, good to know. Put a target on my back. Right, let's go. Also, I just sort of kind of go, Hera. No, she's fast asleep by now. Oh yeah, thunderstorm. Oh.
Yeah, thunderstorm.
Madam Landlady, upstairs! Please join us for this fracas!
You hear movement from upstairs.
Yeah.
If in doubt, call for help. Auntie! No, she's literally into his mind. It's like, Auntie, help! The sleepover's gone bad.
Anything else on your turn, Bram?
Okay, so that was my bonus action. That's my action. I get my reaction back. Yeah. So,
awesome.
Shield ready.
We move to the top of the round of Vesenia. It is your turn. This creature is not facing... It's kind of facing you, not face... Its torso is facing you.
I don't
Its
like
head
it.
and legs are not.
Cool. Can I stab it again? Try to.
You can definitely try and stab it again.
Fantastic. That is... I can't do math.
What do you got?
Do math. That is a 20... Oh, 24. Yay.
Woo.
24 will hit.
Thank you. So that is going to be... 11 points of piercing damage, 6 points of necrotic damage, 1 point of fire damage, and 14 points of radiant damage. All of that halved.
So it takes 16 damage in total.
Fantastic.
There we go. As you strike into it, and its head instantly turns round to you, and it hisses at you because of the amount of damage that you have caused to it currently. And it looks around, seeing that all of you are surrounding it, and it doesn't look panicked. Its grin gets even wider, and its mouth extends even further, and this big tongue just licks out and just begins licking at the sword that it's currently is currently a part of it.
I'm going to hiss back. This is not the time, not the place. If you wish to consume and grow, do it through fucking natural means. Also, I'm going to drink a health potion because I am starved.
Yes,
I'd rather
please.
that nothing gets consumed. Just leave. Just go, please.
So yes, please feel free. Actually, no, we don't roll 4 potions. You get full healing from it. Because rolling is... I don't like rolling. Get the full healing. Bonus action, full heal. Right. So that makes it Minerva's turn. And Minerva looks at you like, I might actually listen to your advice there, Vesenia. Licks the blade again where the blood has sort of pulled from both Elodie and Vesenia. And for Brahm, as it currently has its back to you, you watch as where its shoulder blades are begins to bubble and pop, and you watch as these 2 purple wings sprout out from its back, jagged and sharp-edged. Almost, they don't, as they form and then solidify, they take on a more crystalline look, and it looks towards the window. See you next time, and it barrel roll spins out the window. Everybody can make opportunity attacks against it if they want to.
You better not fucking take my gun.
Oh, it dropped that. It's dropped that. Has no need for that.
24 to hit with the rapier. No, even more than that. 26 to hit.
That's going to hit.
21 with the mace.
Nikki.
Uh, 14 reduced to 7 for me.
To hit?
No, 25 to hit.
Oh,
So
okay,
40
yeah.
points of damage.
I could use a reaction to block Bram's attack, but this thing's trying to flee, so it makes no sense for it to try and parry the attack as it's trying to get away, so all of your attacks hit. So please, everybody roll damage. You said 14 reduced to 7, didn't you? Entirely, yeah, so that's going to be... Let's go on to put it on that. Yep.
Just 5 piercing from the rapier.
Is that already halved?
No.
No, so that's going to take 2 from that.
9 with the mace.
And that will take 4 from that. Don't leave it on 4 hit points. That's quite funny, actually.
Owie!
As it smashes out of the window and it sort of flies a bit away and is now above the cliff as the storm is battering it and lightning is flashing off in the distance. You watch as it begins flying south, doesn't turn back to look at any of you. As it begins flying, it seems to pick up speed, and then there's almost like this booming noise that comes from it that causes wind to sweep into the living room as it basically goes supersonic and flies south.
Well, that's out there now.
What the actual fuck was that?
Yeah.
Sorry, chaps.
Shadow demon.
As we come out of combat.
Right. Okay, so I think we need to cover that window to start with because the storm's coming in. You all right? You what? Just in general.
Don't know. Elodie doesn't know. Perceptia is gravely wounded, drained of energy. This is a problem.
Right.
They're currently in the menagerie in the aviary trying to figure things out. But Well, I'm glad I was able to wake up. It feels like it has taken a piece of us, though.
It called, and it sort of kind of vaguely wave at the personage of Salomus slash whatever, the menagerie, you, their creator.
I imagine it's to do with the experiment that Miss Elodie did last night. But, well, this is what I'm thinking, dear, is that there was nothing... Did you see anything come off this body?
It felt like it had been connected to Elodie at one point.
And this is a creature of pure aether, we believe, correct?
Yeah. I mean, like we were hypothesizing about it not being, being hungry, being like a virus or something. It did seem to want to consume. I didn't want that, sort of the blackness around his hands.
No, and that's the interesting bit that she's saying, is that we thought that the black goopy aether was the one that was corrupted and consuming, and the purple goopy aether is the one that's sort of potential creativity, right? But this one seems to be purple but a wrong one.
So, if the black stuff got corrupted, but it got corrupted by another force that isn't aether, it might not necessarily... I mean, it might be a case of enemy of my enemy, whatever is in the aether is corrupting it, but it's been quite a day.
Corrupt versus amoral?
Yeah.
One is deliberately bad, one doesn't know to care.
I mean, that thing obviously... I mean, if it said that it took Elodie's, memories, thoughts, and has become a version, it's aether that has been corrupted and perhaps been given a mind now. This unthinking thing is now clever and has a gun.
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't have it. looks down.
Picks up the gun. No,
Okay.
Thankfully, it strangely seemed to drop this, which is a relief, to be honest, because I am nowhere near as good with a rapier as I am with this, so...
Well, that's something. I mean, it only had one hand, so it probably would have had trouble, gestures with a gun, and also, makes a blade with his fingers, that would have been difficult. Reloading, that's what I'm saying. That it would have, I mean, Slemmerus will agree with me. It's difficult to reload a gun with one hand, right? Yeah.
Oh, yes, you need the other hand.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
I mean, when you're as skilled as I am, it's very smooth.
I'm sure you can do swirly twirly, and shoot cats.
Just little spinnies.
into the...
What the bloody hell happened in here? As
Oh!
Hera walks in, rubbing the sleep from her eyes. You can see that she's still wearing the clothes that she went upstairs with. She didn't get in pajamas or anything. What the bloody hell? What happened to my window?
Would you believe...
Terribly sorry.
Oh,
It
by the
was
way...
a bird.
There was a bird.
A bloody big bird?
Yep.
Quite. Yes. Let's cover that up, shall we?
Yeah.
We'll go to the window and start trying to fix it.
I will... Because I've got wood skills, so I think...
I've got wood skills.
I've got wood skills. I mean, you've still got my carving knife, but I'm just sorry, here.
Oh, here you are, chap.
Thank you. Catch it. Also, it's going to fail, but I'm going to try a sleight of hand. 8. Ow. He also, I think, catching a knife, and he's like, ow.
Oh, don't... we can work on that later.
Rope skills, knife twirling, yeah. Hera, do you have, wood, hammer, nails?
Yeah, yes, I'm constantly doing repairs, so I'll go get some. Just try and cover that up with a sheet or something at the moment, so we don't get too much water in. I'll be back in a moment. I need to go down into the basement for that, and she'll disappear. No, that's fine. I'll be all right. You keep an eye on. Help your friends here. I'd rather avoid as much water damage as possible. I'll only be a few moments.
Blasted night for it. I wonder if... Now, one of Miss Elodie's stories did involve a scientist of sorts on a stormy night creating something. The lightning did have an integral part. I wonder if that has anything to do with it. You didn't notice the whole room getting struck by lightning, did you?
No.
Definitely not, because you guys would have been affected as well.
No, we did.
But it did seem... My experience with those of dramatic magics is that they're fond of a dramatic atmosphere as well.
Mm. And these stories got to come from somewhere, you know. So...
Can I have a perception check from Vesenia, please?
Oh, okie dokie. Sure.
Audience, it's constantly terrifying. You're like, oh god, now what?
18.
As Celerimus and Brahm are putting up this sheet to sort of stop the wind and rain from coming in, you see a crack of lightning hits the sea outside, but it causes this big flash of light to enter into the room just before it gets covered up. Instantly, these large shadows are projected onto the wall behind you, yours and Bram's, but there's no shadow from Elodie whatsoever. Elodie, could you please mark down in your notes that you are shadowless?
No.
Who needs that?
I need that for my shadow put. Like, what if I want to do shadow puppetry?
You promised Sunny. You said, of course, I would love to give you a shadow puppet show, and now you're going to disappoint her.
Saloma, stand still for a second as I walk on the other side. And I'm going to cast light.
Yep, no shadow. No matter what direction you point the light, there is no shadow. And you'll get to the point where you're stood directly behind Celerimus, so that Celerimus would see the shadow, and now you notice that you no longer have a shadow.
Huh. Well, I suppose it didn't do anything before. I guess the concern is that it does do things now, and that's a problem.
I mean, that might also be good for stealth. It might, you're not going to cast a shadow. Actually, speaking of, I also cast light, but mine's that weird dark light.
Mm.
Still nothing, I assume.
No,
Anything
nothing.
else been cast shadows? Is it still, or is it just an anti-shadowed light?
The only thing that's cast in the shadow would be if Elodie or if Celerimus is still holding them, would be the weapons.
I think that's, just watching like a floating gun and like, huh. Okay. Another thing to add to the ongoing problems list.
You also have that consistent feeling of something has been lost. Celerimus as well.
I hate
Part of you is missing.
more research to do, but I feel Salamas, Elodie, any of you.
I'm going to roll history to 14. What does our culture say about shadows? Because, like, for real world, it's like that's your soul, that's your, or the Peter Pan thing, that's like your innocence. What do we have stories about shadows in this world?
Were there any fairy tales about shadows in Elodie's books?
Yes, there are shadows in your fairy tale book. The shadows in one story in particular in the book depicts shadows as the darkness that people hold. The shadows hold your darkness in them.
Right, so if that's wandered off, I mean, that's your evil side. So nice, you're pure now, but
How dare you? We were all very pure before.
I look at Celerimus and sort of give her like a sort of like, whatever you say, mate. Yeah, no, but
I don't know what you're insinuating, old boy.
Look, I haven't read the same stories that you have, but you're you're a bit of a rake, aren't you?
Rake? How dare you? I am dedicated. I am dedicated to my one true love, the maiden, and that's it.
Why would there be a gardening implement?
Oh, well, it's a rake. You're not quite a dandy, but like a rake was someone who seduced and charmed. My father was a rake. Nice one, but very silver-tongued. A 10.
Use people with gardening equipment?
One time, yes, actually. He was hoeing about, yeah. Turn back to Laris. I'm sorry, I didn't mean any insult to you there.
None taken. It is not my fault if people find my charms charming, you know?
Above table, Brahm is a bit charmed by this persona. Again, for sort of like, okay, reminds him of his father, but also that sort of thing, like, I would go drinking with you. Yeah. We could get in a bar fight. It'll be great. Right, okay, so Shadows wandered off. What you want, like, there's something because of your mutagen or whatever, it has having effect on Elodie.
Yes.
Do you right now, Slanderous, feel changed?
Holds up hands, shows feathers.
Right, okay.
Well, in the physical sense, yes. In the metaphysical, psychological, we all feel like we are missing something, indeed. The darkness, I suppose. Strangely, you would imagine that it would weigh less heavy. But it is an emptiness.
It's an absence, that's fair. I mean, just because it... Maybe it's not a terrible thing to have the darkness and be able to acknowledge it, but I mean, like, morally, do you feel like if I asked you to, like, rob a bank, how does that feel to you?
Well, I've done it before, and I'd do it again if it was a corrupt bank.
Point, rake.
Gives the Lomas a knife and going, "Do you want to stab me?"
Well, no, I don't want to do that.
Okay, fine.
You want to start fires? I mean, like, I think I turn to my compatriot. Maybe not. But like, I would feel bad about starting a fire right now. But you know,
Well, of course, this is someone else's house, and we've all been through a traumatic fire. Brahm, why would you suggest that?
I just want to know, like, we've all got like a moral center, like our internal voice that's like, that's a bad thing. We can like listen to our heart. Now that's gone. I was wondering if that like feeling of this is wrong, I feel bad is gone because you're like, your soul doesn't know what darkness is now, but you still got that. It's just the personification of your darkness. Your shadow self is out there, probably attacking a drowner or two.
Josh, I have questions for DM.
Yes.
The darkest parts of the menagerie's personalities are Ember and Aravis. How are they reacting? Are they any different? Can we feel them feeling different at all?
They don't. Well, I mean, for one, Aravis actually spoke to you. So
Yeah.
That's a change.
Yeah.
Ember's quite placid at the moment, but you think that's more due to the tower that you've made in the Mind Palace, which leads you to think that maybe there was something darker in you that is now no longer there. And then your brain shifts to it leaving and it's heading south, and it has all of your memories and knows how to get into places and can impersonate you. And that... No, I'll let you say what you're going to say.
That's what that had to say.
Just become a chicken for a bit. Can I take my glove off my left hand? Is the mark still there?
You take the glove off of your left hand and you look. It is there. But it is filled with a light. The scarring that it has left, instead of it being like a skin colour, it's got little purple veins going through it and is pulsing.
Ooh.
Fine.
It's fine. That's where we're going to go take our break.
As Brahm also looks at his left hand, it's like, something about hands.
Yeah, we've got a thing about hands here. Only hands coming soon. So roll together after dark. Anyway.
Vesenia just very quietly just stabs herself in the hand. It's like,
Vesenia is there still thinking, why would we burn this house down? There's no tactical advantage to it.
Yeah,
What a
and Vesania
silly
holds her
situation.
hand up and it's purple anyway, so... Anyway,
No
we're going to
problems
go
here.
take our short rest. We will be back in 5 to 10 minutes. See you soon. Welcome back, everybody. We have had our short rest and we are going to dive straight into the next half of today's session. In the first half, Elodie had a dream. Elodie dreamed a dream of times gone by. And all of that stuff.
And she was young and life worth living.
I mean, shout out Josh for getting a musical reference in there.
Yeah, I'm
That's-
impressed. Well
yeah.
done, Josh.
Yeah.
Anyway, and while that dream was happening and we found out that Perceptia has been drained of most of their magic or life essence or something like that, on the
We
outside...
don't need you to make any more wisdom checks.
On the outside, this aether creature had formed that looked almost identical to Elodie, except for it had a elongated neck, elongated arms, it had a sword for an arm, and had a really creepy smile.
Exactly like her.
Exactly like her. A fight broke out. It was drinking some of Elodie's, or licking some of Elodie's blood off of its blade as the fight ensured, or started. Hera Vesenia got some massive blows on it, although they didn't seem to do as much damage as what it should have. And it retaliated and fought back, doing major damage to Vesenia and then licking Vesenia's blood off of its blade.
Not concerning at all.
Not concerning at all.
Is it just blood that it needs?
Doesn't want my blood, though, so that's nice.
You got stinky blood.
I got bad blood. We got bad
Blood.
blood.
You know you got bad blood.
It avoided Brahm as if Brahm was a plague. And Elodie woke up and joined in the fight as Celerimus. And this figure, seeing is clocking that it was outnumbered, having Elodie's intelligence, sprouted massive bird-like wings and dived out of the window. When Elodie took the potion for Celerimus, we have realised that the mutation that Elodie has gained is a 10-foot flying speed and also some feathers, which will be represented by the colour of the mutagen that Elodie drinks. After this creature flew south at breakneck speeds, the party went to put some tarpaulin up as lightning was crackling outside, and Vesenia noticed that Elodie no longer, or Celerimus no longer, or all of them, no longer have a shadow. And Elodie is now considered shadowless. That is where we are going to pick up the session. Hera did come down from the lighthouse and was a bit shocked that her window had been blown out, so has gone down into the basement to get some wood for you to cover the hole up. So she's down there on her own currently, and the three of you were in the middle of having a conversation. I will hand it to you.
I actually have a question, Josh, about... I was just trying to look at the homunculus servant stat block. Corvu, who's been here the entire time, was very cross in combat but didn't do anything. I'm just trying to check how far away Corvu can get from me.
Acts like find familiar, so you would still have contact with it within 100 feet, but as soon as it leaves that 100-foot radius, you would lose any contact with it, but I don't see why it can't go anywhere you want it to. You just wouldn't have any contact with it beyond 100 foot.
Yeah.
So if anything was to happen to it, you wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know.
So if you're thinking of getting a message back to Merkstead, just to warn your friends, one, it needs to fly as fast as this creature did.
Yeah, it won't get there before it.
Two, it needs to survive the storm, and it's made of metal.
Yeah.
3, just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
Your homunculus servant flies out the window, flies over the cliff, and you just see... no longer there.
This is going to date it, but there were some storms recently. There's a large tower near my place. Got struck by lightning and just looked at the pictures of this thing going, well, that's just an electrocuted tower. It's very dramatic.
We hope it dates it.
Yeah. Oh, you remember the storms, audience?
The storms.
The storms.
That whole long period of just the storms.
Back in my day.
The horrors. Brackets. The storms.
Yeah.
We'll just say back in 2025, just in case this takes a few years to come out.
Right, so we'll Corvu is not making it to Merkstead. That's fine. I was just pondering about getting a message to the ship, but that can wait till the storm blows over. I think that creature was not interested in going for the boat that we were on.
No, the boat travelled north, and this Minerva creature has travelled south.
Yeah, fine. Good. If Hera returns, not Vesenia, but old lady Hera returns. Did she say she was just going to stay down in the basement, or is she going to return?
She's going to return. She's going down to get some wooden planks and bits to bring up for you to seal the the hole that you've made.
Yes. Well, my initial concern is getting a message out to anyone, but obviously it's been established here that they have no contact with the mainland, which is, again, very ridiculous, and no means to do so.
We don't know if that's intentional or it's impossible. I'm not quite sure how you would communicate over long distances, but there might be...
Some folks have the ability to do it magically. Alas, we do not.
Oh, I mean, sort of points down. It's like we don't know what her deal was. She might have magic and has just chosen not to. But
Well, we can ask when she returns, but otherwise we ought to try and figure out a way to send a message.
I think at the moment it says it can impersonate Elodie.
Do we think in taking your blood it can do the same?
not until you said that we didn't. But
except for I feel that it might still be too much itself. It tried, but it was also
wrong. Yeah.
Oh, yes, of course. Elodie doesn't look anything like that. Much prettier.
It felt wrong. I don't know how... Normal civilians, I think it could fool easily. If it says it has the abilities it thinks it says it does. At this stage, if we have no chance of sending a message just from how it felt to me, we might have to hope that our friends who've also been in contact with the same magics
Udric can see auras.
have the sense to know what it is.
That would probably help, and I think Perry knows you pretty well. I don't know how much Perry
I
would
believe
care,
so.
but
Looks genuinely hurt at that.
no, I meant not because of you. I mean because Perry does the, if you came back and you're like, hey, I got possessed by a ghost, she'd be like, hey, babes, sorry, I'm very tired.
Beneath the flippancy
Yeah.
lies a ball of anxiety and needing us to be liked, and I think we can all relate to that. So,
I think if it was, hello, I've been possessed by a ghost, but it was actually a mutual decision and I've learnt a lot about it, but also I was possessed by a ghost, Perry would not care. If it was, I was possessed by a ghost and actually I'm very stressed and it's causing me pain, Perry would be flippant, but would show you that they cared.
Hopefully. And Lucian, I think Lucian would, I know he has a whole, I don't want to get involved with this stuff, but I do think,
he tries to pretend, but no, he likes Elodie.
although that
We believe
says,
so.
we do, I mean, we also have to trust that Solomon's not just going to imprison this thing, and I mean, if it's whatever
Well, as opposed to what?
my hope would be that Solomon would get rid of this thing, destroy it, but we don't know what he's
But then you lose the opportunity to learn about your enemy, my friend.
Exactly.
But I feel we are assuming that's where it's going.
South.
I mean, there is also the concern that if this thing is somehow connected to what is inside the temple situation, it does now have drops of Elodie and Vesenia's blood.
True. And also the knowledge that
that that's all it takes to open it.
And if it decides that maybe Kimdak is gonna open a door, 2 things already there. It's powerful, and as we saw, it doesn't take a lot of damage easily. It seems to shrug that off. I think we have to hope that it's a power unto itself, that it's not going to be working with the multiple. Look, I know that there are people looking for Elodie, and I assume that if it's not close enough to what Elodie is, that whatever they want to do with Elodie, I mean, all I'm saying is, like, if there's, like, 2 versions, like, whatever people wanted from Elodie with, like, her powers, I think this is the first. I don't know if Sani has seen. Did you see the hand stamp, the engraving that Elodie has on her mitt?
The sigil.
The sigil.
The glove is off now, so you can see it. It's a 7-pointed star.
I don't know if Brahm ever actually. He's like with the takes in that, whatever, the people who are looking for Elodie, if that's going to be enough to fulfill what they wanted, maybe that is what they wanted. Maybe they wanted that.
Well, that's
creature.
what we were wondering, is if all the. Oh, you think they wanted the creature?
If we're thinking it's Aether, to put it in, because you drank it, it came through you. It's powerful. It's a force. It's intelligent, like Elodie. Sorry, Miss, I'm including you in this as well. You're also
of course
great. Yeah. We don't know. We don't know what these things are. We don't know who they'll. Well, we know that Kimdak's working towards it, but we don't think. And we also think the Imperium's involved. There's a lot of moving pieces here, and we're in the dark, literally, because of that night. But
I feel that the best that we can do right now is to complete the mission that we're on as quickly as possible.
Yes.
Don't make this a wasted trip, and then we can return with supplies and knowledge.
To the people who want to kill us.
But it's most people at this stage.
Assuming that thing hasn't destroyed the town, but as established, we've got people who trust in Elodie. We've got smart people, clever people, and whatever Solomon's up to.
There is nothing. We cannot get there. We cannot send a message.
No.
There is very little that we can do right in this moment. So we ought to continue with the plan and look for opportunities to do either of those things, but continue with the plan in the meantime.
My child is down there. This one. You are known and trusted to her.
I quite understand.
She does love you. She's very fond of you. But Sunny's smart, and I think pure Aether.
Sunny will feel the headache, the chorus, the broken chorus.
And the others are fond of Sunny. If they feel that she senses something wrong, they will react to it. They'll take care of her and they'll try and mitigate whatever damage. I don't know what it calls itself. I want to call it jealousy. It feels like jealous of you in some way.
Yes.
A perfectly logical conclusion to make to reach that name.
The leg goes up, the pose occurs. Yeah. Also, a whole bunch of other adventurers. It says the sparrows are around, so they are protected.
We need to get some sleep, and the sooner that we leave in the morning.
Yes, I think we need to fix the window. Whoever Hera.
It would be very convenient if the good lady Hera would return with that wood imminently.
I'm going to go. I'll go check. She's been down there for a bit.
Right, I'll keep
We will keep holding this tarpaulin over the window.
As we've been doing for the last 5 minutes.
Yes,
while I have this conversation.
canonically.
Yeah.
Posing.
So, Vesenia, you can make your way. You know where the basement door is because it was pointed out to you. So you can, as you head out to where the stairwell is that leads up towards the top of the lighthouse, you can see that door is open, and you can head down there into the basement area.
I mean, quite frankly, I am waiting to see if she just conveniently appears, and if does, then that's great. And if not, I kind of just want this woods to get to us, so I'm just going to go down and check.
Yeah, she doesn't appear straight away. So you think, okay, well, I'll just go down there then. So you head down, and as you get into the basement area, you can see that she's nowhere to be seen. What is opposite you is another doorway. You open that doorway, and it opens up into, rather than a stone hallway or a human or humanoid made corridor. The door opens out into a natural cavern that descends down.
Any movement sounds?
You can hear loud echoing noises of wood slapping on stone.
Yes.
Sorry?
Fine, sure. Yes,
Yep. I know what that sounds like, and that's what's down this corridor. Yeah.
It's got a loud echo to it
like.
as well.
Does it seem like it's like naturally rhythmic? Like it's just, you know, like it's something swaying in the breeze, or someone like moving or carrying or manipulating something.
It sounds like, because there's no rhythm or timing to it or anything, you stand there and listen for 5 seconds, you'll hear the sound of wood hitting stone, and then you listen for another 20 seconds, you hear it again, and then you listen for another minute and you hear it again. It's erratic and all over the place.
And just stealthily go down, never reveal where you are if you're in an unknown situation.
You head down, and the natural floor of this cavern begins to open out into a wooden decking that looks like it's a combination of new wood and much older wood. And as you get down, you can hear the rushing sound of water. And as you step out into this large cavern, you can see to your right there is an opening that leads out to the sea with a waterfall streaming down it. And there is this big, like the sea basically is in this cavern, and you can see that there is a ship docked at the what looks to be a dock there. A very grand looking ship.
How's the figurehead?
I mean, the figurehead looks like a woman.
Yeah, but how busty is she?
It's a very detailed bust. It's a very detailed figurehead.
Just the bust. Everything else is really smoothed down, but I am going to try and listen out for Madam Hera.
You don't even need to listen out. You can see down, walking on and off of the ship, you can see Hera is carrying planks of wood and is chucking them down on the floor and then going back onto the ship and is getting more wood. It seems to be going down below the deck and is pulling wood out and is chucking it on the floor.
Okay. Apologies. You were here for quite a while. I don't know.
You say apologies, and it goes apologies, 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 apologies. And Hera looks up at you. Oh, hello. Turns out I might need a bit of help. Would you mind coming down and giving me a hand?
That is fair. You were there down here for quite a while and became concerned, and also the others are literally just posing, holding up this tarpaulin. Which there is only so much that I can stand of that.
Flashback up. So, read any good books recently?
All of them. I mean, Elodie is much more interested in them than I am, but, ripping tales.
Oh, good. Just, I don't know why it's awkward, because it isn't, but, just like, it's just two guys having a chat.
Just being guys.
Just being guys, two chaps.
We flash back to Hera and Vesenia. Vesenia, you can begin making your way down this gangplank. It's nice and sturdy. There's a wooden railing and everything that you can hold on to. It's firmly fixed into the wall, just like somebody's put a lot of love and care into this. You've got pieces of wood that you would assume are a couple of 100 years old. Then there's bits of wood that are maybe 20 or 30 years old. And then there's fresher wood that may have been maybe a year or two old. And you can just make your way down. And this sort of dock area is made out of both sort of concrete and wood. And the boat itself just seems to be like solid in place. There's a tide very clearly coming and a current very clearly coming in and out of here, but the ship is just in the water and not moving at all.
This feels, Madam Hero, very, if I may say so, different from the rest of what we've seen of the island. And surprising that you have remained so shut away with this magnificent ship.
Oh, I'm looking after it. I'm not to let it out. This little area here is protected from the outside elements, so the drowners can't actually get in here. One of the previous crew members put up a very powerful barrier. Made the waterfall a very powerful barrier, so they can't get in.
Must have been very talented to keep out. They get everywhere. They're like water rats, honestly.
The drowners, oh yes, definitely. Especially the smaller ones, the ones that look more humanoid. They're as common as anything. The bigger ones, the ones that have no eyesight, the deep drowners, as the old sailors used to refer to them. They used to be, they're terrifying looking creatures when they were alive, but they used to be loyal to the sea siren. They would, they used to call this place their home at one point. They went a bit, they got a bit hungry, so they tried to get up here, and they were convinced to leave. And then they came back a few years ago, undead. And luckily, the barrier had already been put up to protect the ship, so nothing can get in here.
You speak of this not like it's lore or legend, but like this is something you know.
Yes, I knew the people who sailed on this ship. They were friends of mine. Friends of the islands. Two of them actually stayed on the island for a number of years. One of them but had to leave when one of them passed away. Too sad. I get that. Their headstone's actually up in the graveyard if you wanted to go up there.
Yes.
If you were just like, nah, I'm not interested, and we're just like,
I don't know these people. Why would I care?
If you wanted to pay your respects.
To people who were friends of the patron of the island.
Yeah, I mean, so I know it's a weird thing to say, but it's if it wasn't for them, we'd be in a lot more trouble than what we are. So they did a lot for us. The island, I mean, the people on the island, they owe a great gratitude to this crew. And she gets a bit choked up at that as my voice went a little bit.
It's fair enough, but not necessarily customs I'm used to, but fair enough. I'll go say hello if you feel it is.
Customs you're not used to. So where are you from exactly? Because you've alluded to you not quite understanding everything that goes on in the areas that you say that you've come from. So that makes me assume that you're from somewhere else. Where exactly is that, please?
Why does it matter to you?
I'm just interested.
I'm Tarragon, from the Imperium.
She sort of nods her head towards you. She's going to make an insight check. Ooh, that's actually a really good roll. She rolled a 26. This is going to be a silly question to you, Vesenia, but is there any evil intent coming from you at all? Any of the horsemen coming out at all? Or are you just being genuine is my question.
I think it is at all times wary and watchful. You know, we're putting a lot of faith in this woman, but if she turns out to be dangerous to my companions, you know, especially they're both a little soft-hearted, I would like, yeah, I will take her down now, but I also, I want, yeah, it's a move I can do, but it's not the first move that I want to do.
Yeah. She looks you up and down. I'm surprised you're so open about admitting where you're from. You must have a great deal of loyalty to the Imperium.
Forever and always.
Loyalty doesn't necessarily mean that you're evil. I should clarify that I don't think you're an evil person because you support the Imperium. Not at all. I've known plenty of people from the Imperium who are kind and nice and weren't soul-sucking assholes.
Most of us are soul-sucking assholes.
Well, remind me of my granddaughter. When she was younger, she's a bit of a hard ass now. Or she was the last time I saw her anyway.
Yeah. I honestly don't know how to respond to this.
I reckon you two will get on. That's all you're going to clash horns. One of the two. You look strikingly like her, actually.
It's, as far as I know, I have no family. It was my father and I, and then he died.
In the Imperium?
He got the choke.
Sorry to hear that. No mother?
Not that I remember, but also my memory is pretty shoddy of my youth.
That's a shame.
So,
I need to roll this.
we have not roleplayed my mom, so...
What was your father's name by chance?
Zoris?
She freezes at that and then carries on, walks back onto the ship to get some more wood.
He was a good man. Ran an unofficial school for the children.
How did he die? She says. You hear her voice is getting there's a bit of a choke to her voice when she grabs some more wood.
Worked on the mines too long and got the choke. I had to retire. I tried to go and get food where we can and kept him alive as long as I could until they decided that he had been a drain on resources for too long and took him to add to the energy.
Eternal service to the Emperor.
Forever and always.
They weren't joking. And you say your mother has never been in the picture?
Not that I can remember. Though that might be a me problem.
Interesting. Anyway, I've got all of the wood now. Would you would you be a dear and help me carry it back up?
Fair enough. If we are talking about families, if only because Brahm keeps bringing up you were in a party, as I just told this, with Manik and Jessen.
Oh, yes, the Delcros. They were lovely people, yes. I'm hoping they're doing okay.
They've since passed. I've adopted their daughter. I start walking out.
As you just walk past, she's like, what? What?
What's going? So the only way I know how to break news is quickly, and then I leave for the hour. They passed. There was an incident, and they entrusted the well-being of their daughter to me, and so now I have a child.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, it's good that their child has still got a parental figure. They were both incredibly powerful, so I can only imagine what sort of power she'll have when she gets up. How old is she?
I'm just going to start vaguely waving in the air. Like
That's not helpful at all. I'm going to say quite young.
Yes. I do not know how small children work.
Okay, maybe you need to read some books on it, and you both begin making your way up towards the steps. And as you do, you feel something like very loose tap you on the shoulder. And as you turn around, you can see that there's this really like thick rope that is poking you in the side, and another thinner rope comes around, and it's got a little toolbox attached to it. And it hands you the toolbox. It sort of goes to push the toolbox into you, so you take it. And then you can see that the rope is attached to the ship.
Are you playing games with your unseen servant?
No, I'm sorry. Just accept it. And she walks back down and she places her hand on the hull. I thought you were asleep, Lottie. Go back to sleep, okay? I'll come back down later. And she walks with you back up.
The ship.
Oh yes, the ship's magical. Hint, that's why it's being protected.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Meanwhile, upstairs.
So then I said to him,
Right.
because there's not much room in here. Trick shot, 3 bounces, hits them on the ass, kick them out. Everyone has a pint.
That does sound amazing. I would say that I wish I was there, but it sounds a mixture of terrifying and amazing.
Well, that's the thing. I wasn't there either. It's in the book.
Oh, right. Okay. So maybe it never did happen in that way. That's elaboration. That's exciting. That's
Possibly. It's hard to tell.
yeah. So how long have you been with Elodie? Is that like
As long as she can remember.
really? So you've all been like the menagerie's always been with her.
Yes, well, there is a dark lack of... This is a good point, actually. That creature said that it had all of Elodie's memories.
Right.
All of them.
Even the ones that are missing.
I need to have a little conversation. Hold on.
All right. Brahm kind of like in the background steps around and it's now like both arms holding up the thing so you can...
She's like, can I turn to Aravis? Is Aravis still here?
Aravis is still there, yeah.
So what do you think they are after, then? Actually, do you think they were after that thing? Is that thing what they were trying to do?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Can you speak in plain English, please, Celeramus? Even Elodie's confused by what you're saying.
The creature. The creature that was over the body. Our body.
The thing that's calling itself Minerva.
The thing that's calling itself... Is it actually Minerva? What do you know about this? You seemed to know about some stuff that we don't know about. That we couldn't remember, that Miss Elodie can't remember.
It's definitely a part of Elodie. It is perhaps a part of her life that she has chosen to forget.
But if she's chosen to forget, it doesn't mean that the memories aren't there anymore.
Not necessarily, but maybe the feelings and the person that Elodie could have become were suppressed, and that's what this Minerva is.
Well, I think we're all agreed that Brahm can hear Soloris as part of the conversation
Yeah.
still. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Brahm has spent a lot of time talking to Hawthorne and is accepting that sometimes,
Sometimes you talk to the wall next to you.
That's fine. He's not eavesdropping, but he's not like completely ignoring. He's just holding the tarp up.
Well, I think we're all in agreement that then, maybe it's for the best. We're delighted with the Elodie that we have. So, is that all you know? Anything else? Any dazzling insights? Mysterious one in the corner?
I think it wouldn't be fair for me to speak on on the memories that Elodie has repressed, because they are repressed for a reason. And I don't want to bring that type of negative energy into Elodie's life that could fuel that creature if there is a connection still.
So you think it could fuel it? That was going to be my query, right? The query was if all the negativity and not negativity, if all the darkness has gone, then whatever is repressed, is it going to be sans darkness?
All of the darkness that Elodie was holding on to is gone. That doesn't mean that she's immune to it. It just means that it's now, think of it like a glass. The glass is now empty, and opening that tap could fill her with darkness again. And maybe this time she won't be able to repress it.
Just sort of looks around at the entire menagerie. Perceptia is on there's been like a comfy bed has been made under Perceptia as well. Very well. Keep your secrets for now. We'll have looked at Elodie, who sort of does not seem keen to sort of go prodding right now. We've done a lot today already, and it's only just started.
Does Elodie look like Elodie, or does Elodie have a bird form when they're in the menagerie?
Elodie looks like Elodie.
Just a little bird.
Although
kiwi.
actually, Elodie looks like Elodie.
Yeah.
Except there are a lot more golden qualities to Elodie.
Cute.
The hair is taken on a lot more of a golden brown colouring, and the sort of like golden freckles are more highlighted now.
Mm-hmm.
So whereas before Angel Blessed could very much slip under the radar, where Fiend Fallen can't, I think Elodie would stand out a bit now.
He has a glow.
Yeah.
Must be nice, thinks Brahm, who looks like a corpse.
But this has made me think, if this creature, this is now to Brahm, if this creature does have Vesenia's blood, no, Vesenia's darkness. If that thing is Elodie's darkness, I dread to think how powerful Vesenia's would be if it were ever separated and siphoned off from her.
I think that's a good concern. I mean, not to make it about me, but I like to think whatever my darkness was already, made that hole in the roof. So it seems to... But then again...
If this is your darkness, you are working with it. Hopefully, to a certain extent. You did in that last encounter.
Yeah. I don't know if it might... It's a bit like I said, where it might be a bit of a temporary truce at the moment. Enemy of my enemy. I think there's a lot going on. And I think we might need to go do... I know Elodie will get excited about this. I think we might need to do some research at some point. Yeah. He kind of like with his bare hand points to where he thinks Elodie is and gives her a thumbs up. Well, I mean, off the top of my head, there's the Great Library. If we could try there, there might be old texts on this thing, you know.
Yes, Abacathus.
Abacathus, yeah. No, I think I was going to go there. I can't remember why. I think I was going to go there once. Anyway, never did. My travels.
Solomon did say he had a way to get there.
Well, how convenient.
We going to a library?
Yeah.
Not right now.
Abacathus. Yeah. Did you ever go?
Got some of the missives, but the technical dialect is annoying.
Yeah. Well, you know, there's a lot of other things in the library. There's all sorts of. I hear it's a wonderful place. You know. Yeah.
All right. Can we patch the window, and then we need to take a nap so we can leave at first light.
Oh,
Just
look.
so, Mum.
Oh look, and I get this is very good wood. Where did you look at here? Where did you find this? This is,
I have a large store of it down in the basement area.
oh, it's like touches in. It's like a bit like oh. So yeah, no, this is really very nice. Right, yeah, yeah. No, again, sorry about the bird. Hopefully,
It's a very big bird.
yeah.
I'm not going to pry any further into that. You do not have to tell me anything. In fact, I think I would prefer not to know what is going on, if I'm honest.
Brahm, fair enough. I feel we've brought enough trouble to your door already. And where did you get tools from? Just takes out. So it's like that is good quality stuff. I just love monogram stuff. Well, thanks.
Here they go. They just got given to me. Like,
What?
there's a boat. The boat poked me. I have tools now.
There's a boat.
Like a magic.
It's not really a working boat.
The correct term is ship. Please don't say boat in front of it because it will not be happy.
Sentient ship.
One of the last of its kind, yes.
Sound like a fable.
Might call it that.
Play with the boat on the way back. Mission.
Ship.
Please,
Ship.
Vesenia.
Look at Solarimus, and sort of like, I think I'm trying to convey it's like because we know Elodie read a book about this place, and it's sort of like, you know, a little like
Was a magic ship mentioned in that book?
Yes. Well, you've read Marley's Journey, so everything
That's
everything that happened throughout.
Written by...
Written by somebody, as I've forgotten who the author is because I don't have that tab open with.
Was it
I don't do a
Mozart?
Sean. I don't have all the tabs open.
it's Mozart did do some art for it. you know.
Mozart did the art for it, but I can't
Right.
remember who wrote it. I don't have that tab open. But yes,
Also-
basically the entire Marley story that is on our YouTube channel, it was made into book format, and Elodie has read that. So yes, you know when thinking back to it, you know exactly when Hero said "Thank you, Lottie." That's the ship from the book.
Ah.
If all the details are in there, there's quite an interesting thing where if they listed off some names, where that would have come into effect now.
Yeah.
There's a list of Guardians and there's a list of not Guardians.
Oh, oddly enough, the Titans are not mentioned.
Interesting. We flash back to the Marley crew. Please don't mention this.
Don't put it in the book.
I wasn't planning on putting anything in any book. What are you talking about?
Be unknown. How can I steal things if people know me?
Yeah. Turns around the crew. None of you are putting anything in books. You know that, right?
Oh, but if you want to put some of my songs in, then feel free. That's copyright free.
Maybe put Nim in. Nim deserves people being nice to her.
Marley pulls
Yeah.
out the uncopyrighted songs. It's like, there you go. We stole those. Those can go in the book. As we flash back to them.
As you flash back to your current characters, I'm going to have to do Hero Forge changes now, aren't I?
Yes. So now I don't want to infringe upon your property, Hera. I just have to query. Do you have any? No, you. In your lack of contact with the mainland, I understand that some of that was for personal reasons that you didn't want to get into. Do you actually have any capacity yourself to contact the mainland?
I used to be able to cast magic, but like powerful magic, but I lost that ability a long time ago. I can do basic healing magic now, which I used to keep the village folk, or the people here, healthy. But other than that, I've not adventured for a long time. I've not had a need to keep up with my magic training.
Yeah, very well. You wouldn't happen to have any scrolls or spells sending, perhaps?
No, I got rid of most of them. I gave most of them to a friend of mine when they left.
And there's this magical ship of yours. Again, don't want to infringe upon your property, but how fast is it?
Incredibly. It can be incredibly fast if it has the correct captain and navigator and stuff, but it can't leave the area that it's in.
Because...
There's a protective barrier on the waterfall that's preventing things from coming in and from it getting out. It was the crew, the captain of the ship, when he left, was adamant that the ship was protected.
A magical ship ought to be, of course. No, I was just problem solving here. There may be a situation rather urgent. Apocalypse level, it's fine. But if we're going to continue into the mountains today, but if there were a way for us to get back to the mainland rather swiftly, to prevent the apocalypse and all of that, preserve your peaceful life here, then that would be good to know.
I mean, I don't know what's in the temple. You might find something up there.
Sure.
We'll find it. Also, just keep up with the magical training. That's a stupid thing to lose.
I have no reason to learn and to remember my offensive magics that I used to know. I used to be able to bring down lightning storms on people, and I used to be able to heal a mass amount of people in one time. It just drains a lot of my energy, and in my old age and with the living conditions that I am, I don't need that. I'd rather save my magical energy to help those who are on the island, which they don't need that powerful magic to help them. The most powerful thing that I do is help cause water and rain to help, water and sunlight to help with the growing of the crops if we need something quicker. That's as powerful as my magic gets.
A noble use indeed. I do query the loss of such incredible powers you speak of when you are besieged upon by the drowners.
We're protected with the wall. We don't normally go onto the beach.
I see.
We only went onto the beach this time because we saw the Golden Maiden coming, and the Golden Maiden hasn't been past for a while, so we were hoping that they were going to drop some supplies off for us.
Indeed.
Stop thinking about wartime tactics out loud.
You're okay. You're fine. It's all right. Anyway, thank you very much for patching all of this up. I'm going to let you all get some more sleep. I'm going to attempt to get some sleep as well. I need to keep an eye on the lighthouse because of the storm. Make sure that no other ships crash into us. So I will see you all in a little bit.
Anon.
Have a good sleep. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. And Hira makes her way upstairs. She stops and turns to look at Vesenia for a second. Goes to say something, but seems to think better of it, and then carries on out of the room and up the stairs.
Very strange woman.
I think she's very nice. I didn't realise magic could just sort of stop. I didn't realise you could age out of it.
Yeah, that's slightly terrifying.
Yeah. I mean, I learned about my magic relatively recently, to my knowledge, and it seems to just come from internal. Strange. It's a strange world. There's a lot of weird things out there, and today's proven that.
Vitruvius was granted and then stopped because I was a deserter.
Right.
But you have magic now.
The ability to do magic was mine. The form of how the magic worked was determined.
Same with Brahm.
I assume wherever this thing is, sort of gestures to... Weirdly gestures to where the hole in his chest is, you know, and then wherever this thing is was granted. I had thought it was Hawthorne. Well, Hawthorne wasn't necessarily... Hawthorne was like the messenger for... I think I said a psychopomp that she was here helping me, but now she's gone. And I can't feel her. I think you were talking about, like, there was an absence. Similar.
Yes.
There's something's left, and something... I mean, the void's being filled, but something's off. I could go poking at it, but I mean, last time I did. Again, just then looks and goes, we need to fix that hole. Probably not now, it's early, but...
We'll just sort of place a hand sort of on your shoulder.
Yeah.
We shall finish our sleep,
Smart.
and with the break of day, things shall seem brighter, and we will have clearer heads for new adventures, new possibilities, new strategies.
Also a shortcut. I found a shortcut up the hill. We'll be fine.
Oh.
Ah.
That's great.
Great
Like,
work.
If we go through... Essentially, it's through a thicket, but once you get through the thicket, it should be like an easy slope up.
No, that's great.
Most exciting places, thickets. You never know what's around the corner.
Is it en route to the Dragonthorn? Because we don't need to forget about... We need to pick that up as well.
Indeed.
No, I spent time whilst you were contemplating your mortality and you were doing insane science that may have doomed us all. No, look,
The void came out of my mouth.
not you, Salomus. You, Elodie, in there somewhere.
Salomus has never done a sin in his life, despite
Never.
stories you
Never.
might have heard.
You were innocent, but I was looking at the maps.
And we are eternally grateful to you,
You need
madam.
a passive insight of 2 or lower to be able to tell that Celerimus is lying about that.
No.
How dare? No, he's dedicated to the maiden.
Yes.
You set that law, Josh.
I know. Still done a sin.
I mean,
That's it. But a flirtation with it, perfectly fine.
yeah.
Anyway.
Sorry, just before we... How rough is Hera and Vesenia still looking?
If I take a short rest, I'm at 27 out of 53.
About half.
Yeah,
Would you like to use less of your hit die?
probably.
Okay. Before we slumber, Lady Vesenia, would you mind if I touched you?
Of course.
On the shoulder, on the arm?
It is. Family, right? Much more comfortable with that.
Oh, we can do the big bro handshake if you prefer. Would that make you feel more comfortable?
I don't think I've ever had a bro in my life.
Oh no, you've got multiple.
I mean, you know Peripatea, so...
She is a bro.
the broest of bros.
No, I thought we were getting close at one point, and then they decided everything was terrible, which was
Factual?
And makes sense, but was also terrible timing for me and trying to pretend to be a person. So, you know.
I mean, I don't want to badmouth Perry, but Perry got upset because she discovered there was a lot of darkness in her past. And to be fair, all of us seem to have that. And we're handling it in different ways, but I suppose, you know, she's got thousands of years worth of darkness as well. But, yeah. Hey, if she was here, she'd be going on this lovely adventure, and she probably would have got very angry at the talking ship. Wait, did the ship talk?
No, it just poked me.
Oh.
Weird that you would make that detail up, Brahm.
I think my stories are always like the ship can talk to you. You know, it's sort of yeah.
I take.
Through all of this has done healing hands. You may get... Where's my d4s? Give me my d4s. 3, 6, 7, 8 hit points back.
I will take it.
Brahm also sort of comes over and goes, well, hopefully this isn't going to be... Am I also right to just put my hand on your shoulder?
Oh.
As the magic of the void cure wounds 6 hit points.
This is a team effort.
The magic of the void saps 6 of your life. Wait, no, I'm joking.
It hungers.
Delicious. I hunger.
No. Here's the thing. Please heal your tank. Don't heal your tank by hurting yourself, because that defeats the purpose of the object.
It is an ill omen to travel in bad health.
No.
You will heal.
No, don't do
Get out of here, Warlock.
I will be taking my weird little body off into the corner.
Should we sleep?
Yes, I was going to say, Orlok has a shadow. You can't do
Warlock
that.
has a shadow.
Yeah.
No darkness in him.
best, guys.
Yeah.
Yep, you can all take a short rest. Please feel free to spend in any amount of your hit dice as you can.
Because I am a cook, you can all add an extra D8.
Nice.
I think Brahm feeds you.
If I spend a hit dice.
At the end of the short rest, any creature who eats the food and spends 1 or more hit dice to regain hit points regains an extra D8.
Oh, cute. I've only lost 2.
Got 2 hit points.
I think Brahm kind of like scrapes up the curry, and he's put some stuff together. He has Brahm always carries food on him, so I didn't take any damage
Wait, that didn't.
because I got bad blood.
So now we're waking up in media res, walking, and just about to go and pick up some dragonthorn.
Just before you do that, there is one thing that happens before you leave. As you wake up in the morning, have breakfast, and go to leave, Hera didn't join you for breakfast. But when you go to walk out, oh, hang on a moment, and she comes downstairs. She's carrying 2 cases under her arms. One's quite a small one, the other one's quite large. And she comes down the stairs. You've all been. You've opened my eyes. I'm going to make contact with the mainland and find out what's been going on over the past few years. I do know of some things that have happened when my granddaughter came over here, but I think I need to find out what has happened to my friends. As a thank you for everything that you've done, saving the people of the village, I'd like to give you these. And she puts the big thing down on the floor, the big case down, and she holds the other case out, and she opens it. These are for yourself, Elodie and Brahm. And as she opens the case up, you can see 2 spherical orbs in the case. These are magical orbs. You can use them in if you have a weapon that has an orb slot in. You can. I don't know if either of you do. You can use them. One of them is a fire orb, and the other one is an ice orb.
1 second. Pivot. You got a preference?
Well, when I infuse my gun, it already does extra fire damage.
Right. So maybe would that add the ice damage as well?
I don't know. An interesting experiment.
I mean, my shield's the thing that's got but I do hit with the shield. That is part of what I do now. So, I mean, if you want the ice, I'm happy to.
I actually don't have a slot in my gun at the moment. So you take your pick, and then whenever.
I'll take fire. So then you could try the thing with the ice. Turn back round. Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
That's very kind of you.
That's okay. Please take whichever ones you'd like. So you can take the orbs that you so desire for the purposes of this. I think you do also have a slot in the mace as well, Brahm. I think you requested a slot in both.
Then you made
Try it in your hand.
If you were to equip this so you've basically got a flame orb. If you were to equip this to your mace, you can activate it as part of an attack roll, and you will deal an extra 1d6 fire damage, and you can do that 3 times before it needs recharging.
Right.
If you were to put it in the shield, you can give yourself fire resistance 3 times by using a reaction.
Interesting.
Wait, does Brahm have 2 slots then? You have one in the weapon and one in the shield.
I am being told that now.
I thought you did, because we made a joke about there being a big hole inside of the mace at one point.
There was a joke about the hole in the shield that we said, well, that's not useful, and we put.
Okay, so it's just in the shield then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I mean, the mace now is made of shadows, so...
Yeah. Also, if you were to hit anything with the mace and use the fire bit, it would set it alight. Basically, it acts kind of like the firebolt spell, but on a melee attack.
So, I also, because part of my being a shield master, I do a shield bash when I attack.
Mm-hmm.
Can I now, if I put it in the shield, can I add it?
If you can attack with the shield, then you can do that as well. You've got 2 options, but the same number of charges.
That's fair. I think I'll put the fire orb into the shield because it's connected to the attack anyway, which is quite nice because now when I do, so basically when I hit with the shield, it's either like a shove attack or a prone attack, and now it actually does some damage. So
yeah,
a little bit extra.
The ice orb gives you resistance to cold damage. On if you put it in a defensive item. If you were to put it in an offensive item, you would deal an additional 1d6 of cold damage, and the target's movement speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Ooh,
Acts
nice.
like Ray of Frost.
Nice.
Very cool. Okay, I'll make a note that I have now got fire.
Yeah. The ice orb goes into the bag of holding.
And Vesenia, I have this for you. And she closes the smaller case and sort of puts that on a table, and then she pulls out the larger case. I'm afraid it doesn't really go with what you're currently wearing, but I'm hoping it helps. And she opens the case up, and there is a very beautiful and very finely crafted gauntlet inside a pair of gauntlets inside the
Box.
Case.
thank you, inside the box. That just left my head. But yes, a very finely pair. These are the last of my. All of this is the last of my adventuring gear from my adventuring days. Please take this with you. And these are. I'd like you to put them on first, if you don't mind.
Very well.
As you put one on and sort of click it into place, you hear a whirling noise come from them, and they light up with this white and yellow magic that sort of goes through the veins and into the fists and sort of extends out of the hands a little bit. And she smiles when she sees that.
What does it do?
These are they were crafted from a creature that my party and I had killed a long time ago, an ogre, as it were. These are, you might know them as gauntlets of ogre strength. They make you incredibly powerful in game terms. Your strength is increased to 19, if it's not already. That's
1 to strength.
Still.
Hey, 19 helps.
Yeah.
That's their base function for if anybody wants to use them. There was a little bit of extra magic that was put into it by my brief look of sadness goes over a face, a friend of mine, where it was. Don't get angry. A little bit of blood magic was used, not in a evil sort of way, but there's a hidden element to these that is tied to my blood, and only those of my blood can activate them. That just proves that you are a relation of mine.
Well, that's one way of finding that out.
Okay.
I thought you looked familiar. Your father was a kind man. He treated my daughter well. Unfortunately, the Imperium called his services back, and he had to leave. there was major upset between your father and your mother over splitting the family up, and it was agreed that he would take you and she would keep Amara. I kept these here in case I ever saw you again. Amara has some of my other items, and you can see she's really tearing up at this point. Amara has some of my other adventuring items, but I always held hope that I would meet you one day.
I think we should give him some space, Elodie. Just, yeah. we see you outside.
She's sort of rubbing her arm like I'm doing at the minute, but you can't see it on camera, but she's rubbing her arm, and I won't... My instinct is to pull you in for the biggest of hugs that is well overdue, but I can see that that is not something that you would be comfortable with, so I won't do that.
Apologize. I am profoundly unequipped for this level of emotional interaction. But it is appreciated.
Just know that you have family and you are loved. And I wasn't planning on telling you this because I wasn't sure, but now that I know that you're family, when you see your sister, please don't hurt her. She's going to think that you're hunting her. She's been hunted for a long time. She did something which is considered truly evil in the kingdom. I don't want to hide anything from you, and I don't mean to drop this bombshell on you. She's the one that assassinated the king and queen of the kingdom. And one of the ones that was the catalyst for what you call the Rising.
That's bad. So, my first thought was profoundly, but that was a sensible tactical decision to go and take down an enemy figurehead, and then realized that is a bad thought. The Rising was bad.
The Rising was bad. She didn't realize that was going to be the result of it. She thought that she was removing a corrupt royal family, and that a new royal family would take their place. She was tricked by the sorceress in the image that Brahm showed me.
Well, fair.
Solomon tried to warn her, but she didn't listen. She believed that he had tricked all of them too much and decided to take matters into her own hands, and she is paying the price every day since.
I can honestly say that I am in no position to judge her actions, or in any way. Being misled by someone you trusted to do something for the greater good in a single... Not the worst thing.
Good. I'm glad that it's not going to come down to you two killing each other on sight. She's definitely going to be a little bit hostile towards all of you because you all are not dressed in any form of uniform or anything like that, so she might take you to be praetors, which used to be the marshals of the kingdom.
I know. Interaction with them. They go down easy.
They do, definitely. And, yeah. Anyway, the gauntlets. Now that you have the ability to access them, you can... yes, and she meant it in the way that you were smiling at that.
Wow, the things that this group got up to.
Saucy Granny.
If you were to spend some time to get used to using those gauntlets, you'll find that it grants you some extra magical capabilities that don't actually use up your energy. So give them a bit of a practice while you're out there, and the whole reason that I'm still here is because of the people that were on that ship down below. I would be greatly appreciative if you were to go say some words at the graveyard.
Already accounted for it in my travel plans.
Thank you. She looks awkwardly at you, like she really wants to just pick you up and hug you, but she can tell that you're awkward in that sense.
You say that we are family and that you want me to know that I am loved. I will accept that we are family. You don't know me well enough to love me, and if you did know me well enough, you wouldn't.
That just goes to show me that you have much to learn about family. It does not matter what you have done within your life. It doesn't matter how evil or how good you think, whatever it is you've done, you will always be loved by your family, no matter what. And family isn't always blood. Those two outside the door who are probably listening in right now.
Absolutely.
100%.
They do know that I can hear them.
What?
No, you don't.
You don't know?
She leans into you to say this so they don't hear.
Road.
I would assume they're as good as family as well. They'll love you no matter what it is you do.
They already know part of it.
If you want to come here at any point, please do. You're always going to be welcome here.
Frankly, I say this, not through those drowners again, because that was painful.
That is very true.
Been a while since I have been this weak, and it hurts a lot.
I'm hoping those gauntlets will help protect you a little bit more.
Thank you. I keep overextending myself, thinking, oh yes, I can do the same normal. It's very difficult. I do not like it. But anyway, I just have my head handshakes.
She stands back and holds her hand out and shakes your hand.
It was very nice to meet you. I wish you were.
It's very nice to finally meet you again as well.
Fantastic. I need to collect those two from the door and then pick up Bio and Ingrid, and then we'll go travel places.
She nods her head, a little tear falls down her eye, but she watches as you walk out of the door and then she follows out and makes her way into the tent to check on Pat.
Just before we leave and go, not good at this. But I appreciate it, and I would like to have the opportunity to learn about you and have the same feelings that you say you have for me.
I'd love that as well. Finish what it is you have come here to do, and whatever it is Solomon is getting you to do, and then come back. Just, I know you probably know this already, just be wary of him. There are things about him that even I don't understand, and I've known him for many years, but just be wary.
He is an asshole. We don't like him.
Right.
Yes, but his daughter. I'm fond of his daughter. Elodie's fond of his granddaughter, and they are good friends. And everyone has to have some hope for redemption, because otherwise, what is the point? Now, it might be that it's ever gone. Why stop at the door? Let's go.
And you're all able to part ways. You pick up Beho and Ingrid. Well, Beho sort of stops and looks to you and sort of shakes his head and points towards the sea.
I'm gonna go try and contact the captain.
Sort of nods.
Right.
Oh, Beho, if you're going to try and contact the captain, Elodie's going to grab a piece of parchment and quickly scribble down, just so she doesn't have to try and explain it, the details of if there's a way to contact the mainland, there's an urgent message for the team back home. Don't trust Elodie.
Okay. Yeah. He looks at that, wide-eyed, looks at you,
Not me. Someone has stolen my face.
looks even more concerned,
Yes.
Yeah. No.
folds the paper up.
We'll explain it later, but you be careful down there. Be careful of the drowners.
Nods his head. Ingrid just walks over and's like, yeah, right, so I take it we're going to go and get up those mountains now?
Dragonthorn's Graveyard Mountains Pass. I've got a whole travel plan. It cuts the journey down by like a solid third.
Right,
Yes, Mum.
Yes, ma'am.
Right, well, sounds good to me. Let's get a move on, and you can walk off. For the purposes of this, it's going to take about an hour for you to do the Dragon's Thorn and get to where the farm is, which is where the little graveyard is. You can attune to the gauntlets if you would so like to, Vesenia. As I said, they are gauntlets of ogre strength, but that's their base form. What they do is they allow you to have access to. I need to put the item into D&D Beyond for you to be able to access it. But the basis is you can now cast Shield.
Yay!
Without expending the spell slot. You can also, it's now part of your prepared spell, so you can use a spell slot to cast it as well. You can cast it once for free, and then every other time would be a spell slot. You can also cast Guiding Bolt from the gauntlets.
Nice.
The Guiding Bolt takes the form of a fist as it sort of shoots out of the front of it, and it has other capabilities, but you can tell that you're not strong enough to access those yet. It's like it's an item that levels up.
Interesting.
Elodie has the bag of holding, so we will take as much dragon thorn as we can. Like, the whole bag is just full.
Yeah.
Also stated to Ingrid, we managed to get a couple of these magical orbs that you were interested in, so maybe we can.
Fantastic, yeah. I mean, I could definitely. I mean, I won't be able to mass reduce them because I'm not that way inclined, but I can recharge them at least for you if you need to use them. I'll have to charge you a bit of gold for it, but
that'd be useful.
I actually don't have a socket in my pistol right now, so I can't use this one, but if you wanted to study it in the meantime, then I can loan it to you, but I would like it back, please.
Can I just have a little look at that? Yeah, she takes it off of you. Right, where'd you get this from?
Hera gave it to us.
Oh, the pistol she asked for, sorry, the pistol.
Oh, the pistol!
The pistol, yeah.
Oh, I bought it. Picked it up on the way over to Merkstead.
All right, so no real sentimental value to it or anything then?
I'm quite fond of it. I've made my own upgrades.
Yeah, what?
Well, I've adjusted the firing mechanism so it's more powerful.
She sort of points it away because she doesn't know if it's loaded or not because she's not checked. And she pulls on the trigger. Pretty
and
good.
Accurate.
Looks down the sight at it. Pretty good. Okay. She grabs hold of the handle and she rips it in half.
Oh.
What? I'm helping. She puts the...
That is a delicate instrument, not to be touched with hammers, but fine tools.
I use my hands to rip it apart.
Brahm also goes, hands.
Hammers.
Still, I feel that you are a master of your craft.
Yeah.
But it is polite to have communication with the object's owner before you start doing things.
Look, if you told me it was your long-lost grandmother's pistol that had been passed down through the generations, then yeah, but we're on a rush. We're in the rush, apparently, aren't we? So, and she pulls out a handle and she shoves it into place, and you watch as the runic magic forms around her hand and sort of forms around the handle, and you can see that it's got a slightly longer handle than what it had before, but right at the bottom of it that can socket straight into the bottom is a little hole.
Oh.
She spins it around in a really fancy twirly way and then hands it back to you. Sorry, I would have been a bit more delicate with my asking permission to take it apart and all that, but we're on a bit of a timeline, aren't we? So here you go. Hopefully that squares us. I won't charge you for it.
Well, it's convenient you had that. That's good.
I appreciate it.
I always carry things with me. I have everything for every occasion.
I didn't know that you worked on firearms. I thought you were more of a blunt instrument kind of person.
I am a blunt instrument, but no, I don't. Firearms aren't my specialty, but
And
as
yet
they
you
are.
carry a hilt around with you.
Well, yes, I do. I carry things around for all different types of weapons. Then they may not be my specialty at the moment, but I need to learn the craft because there are new things that are coming. You're doing all of this while this is all going.
Well, thank you.
I'd like to learn how to make bigger weapons if you're interested.
I have been working on the same thing myself.
Well, maybe we can pool our resources and do something together.
Well, maybe we can.
Right.
Yay, teamwork.
Just completely oblivious to the fact that you're pissed off with her.
Yeah.
Let's go to a graveyard and be mad at dead people.
Why are we mad at the dead people?
What do they do
I thought
to
they were
us?
heroes.
Let's be glad at dead people. I feel that mad is better than glad,
Alright.
but sure.
Because I've got the Wanderer background, Brahm has sort of like found some flowers. It's like, those are quite nice. We're going to put them on the graves, I guess. So, also mint. Hand around mint plant so we can all just have a minty treat as we're walking. Let's go look at some graves.
Let's look at some graves. My grandmother, yay, says, that's... Oh, yes, it was a whole thing. There was.
Oh, no, we were there for that bit.
Yes,
I'm
we
just.
did.
Yeah, no, we sort of went outside and then.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll process it later.
Right. Okay. That's something for the way back. Okay.
Well, we're right by the grave, but there will be a longer walk to the mountain, so you could, if you wanted to process out loud on the walk and needed a sounding board, then, you know.
Thank you, darling. I do appreciate it.
No.
So you stop off to grab you've already stopped off to grab the dragonthorn. That as you're sort of travelling up the island, that's more on the left-hand side, and it's basically a field of dragonthorn. You can see where some of it has already been dug out, where the people of the island may have used it, but you can dig a whole load more out, and you can stick that within your bag of holding, and even carry it with you. You can take as much as you want. And you then have to cross over what would be considered like the main sort of footpath to get over to where to get over where the farm is. And when you were walking to the Dragonthorn field, you could hear the sounds of goats and work being done on the farm. And as you get there, you can see that there are a number of people. And when I say farm, it's like a farmhouse, a barn, and then a bunch of little like shacks, like little one-room shacks where people live. This is the main sort of a congregation area for the people who live here. And as you walk in, you can see over on the right-hand side, there is a very beautiful oak-style tree that is sort of on the edge of a cliff. Roots are sticking out over the edge of it. Looks very, very old, but there's a beautiful view. The storm's gone now at this point. The storm's cleared away, and you can see the sun rising up in the distance. And on this, in front of this tree, is a beautiful headstone that looks very well kept.
Just sidebar, I guess, because we never really covered the fact that I switched from Solarimus to Elodie when she woke up, because the thing. So I guess obviously the feathers disappeared. That's already been dealt with. But if the sun's rising, maybe that's the first time you've properly caught the extra, like, flecks of gold.
Yeah,
on
extra
Elodie.
extra sheen.
Okay, so you're glowing now, Elodie.
Just not going to help with the stealth, I suppose.
No. But I
We'll
suppose
keep it a secret.
if you put some kind of head scarf on, but you know.
I mean, that worked really well for me before.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is a beautiful grave.
It really is. So we're just showing respects because
To
And you read the grave, and it says, "Here lies Maria, the last host of Renvia the Sea Maiden." loved by Izzy and the crew of the Marley.
I'm gonna fight you.
Wow.
It has her death down as 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
Oh yeah, she was a lovely lady.
Oh God.
Just a man just appears next to you, wearing a basic farmer's hat, got a pitchfork in his hand.
Right.
Looks to be probably in his 60s. Oh yeah, she was a lovely lady.
Right.
You, we heard you coming, but you don't just sidle up.
Oh sorry, I thought you saw me coming.
No. No. Yeah. No. Hello.
Oi.
Yeah. So we're here new to the island. Sorry. What's your
Oh
name?
yeah, no, I've never seen you before. I'm guessing you're the people that came on that there boat that landed the other day.
Yeah. That's us. So what's your name, friend?
My name's Matt.
Nice to meet you, Matt. Brahm.
Matt.
Yeah.
That's a very sensible, normal name.
What's wrong with it?
No, we're saying, hey,
No, nothing.
Brahm, Elodie, and the Messiah, Matt.
Matt, sure.
I mean,
Yeah.
you've met Pat. Well, I'm Matt.
Oh, are you
Fine,
are
good.
you related? That's lovely.
No, we're not related at all. No,
Oh.
Oh, how coincidental.
he sounds nothing like me.
No, I guess.
And what is it that you sound like?
Do you sound like you're from the West Country too?
Where on the continent would you place yourself?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know where this island is. I don't know where it is in terms of the greater continent and all that stuff.
Right, so if
Tell
you
your
lived here...
teachers that people should know basic geography.
I shall do. Yeah, I'm sure Miss Hero would love to be told what to do, especially by somebody younger than her.
Tell her that Vesenia has decided.
Right? Okay, Vesenia. Yeah, I'll say that.
Has she sort of just kept you on this island ill-educated so you farm the land and provide produce for everyone to live but don't really question the hierarchy?
No. I like living here. We got bought here a long time ago, and it's a lovely little place to live. It's nice and quiet apart from the odd Draenor attack, but it's a lot better than what I went through when I was a child. So
He looks like he's in his late 50s, right?
he's early 60s, yeah.
Right, okay.
Still not discounting cult. It is giving cult.
I mean, who among us hasn't joined a cult in this group?
I've joined several of them.
So, yes, you're saying this lady, she was nice. She was...
Lovely lady she was, yeah. She was the host to Renvia the Sea Siren. They came back here, must have been 45 years ago. The crew went their separate ways, but Miss Maria and their wife was Izzy wife or
Izzy is genderless.
yeah,
Izzy,
and their partner, yeah, Izzy. Maria and their partner stayed on the island for
soulmate. Yes, yeah.
Soulmate. They stayed on the island for quite a long time. Izzy was instrumental in the reconstruction of all of the farmhouse, the barn, most of the tools and everything that we use these days, and fixed up the old lighthouse and all of that sort of stuff. But Miss Maria, they lived here quite happily. But Miss Maria got quite ill and unfortunately passed away, and Izzy left. It was a sad day when Izzy left. It felt like we'd lost one of our family.
Oh.
But they were adamant that they were going to find a way to be with the sea.
That's sweet, actually. Yeah.
Sounds a little self-sacrificing.
Mm.
Well, Izzy was smart. Izzy wouldn't have just dived into the sea and hoped for the best or anything like that. If they were leaving to be with the sea, I reckon they were probably looking for the next Renvia host.
But what doesn't it say here that Maria was the last host of Renvia?
It does say that, yeah, it does, and but Izzy was adamant that their sea wife was out there somewhere.
I am a little concerned about the fact that the idea of a last host for the Guardians at all.
Oh, I wouldn't know anything about that. I just see what's on the headstone and just think it's true.
Don't do that. That's bad.
Okay. He just walks off.
Oh, bye, Matt.
Yeah, bye. It's nice to meet you. See you later.
Nice to meet you. Have a good time with your goats.
Don't look so judgmental, Brahm. Some people enjoy the company of goats.
I don't get it unless they're. I mean, I don't want to be rude, but they're smelly creatures, and they like jumping on things, and they're just.
Goats are nice.
We flash to Merkstead, where Greta's ears perk up.
I also like the monkey side of you, Greta slowly winds a finger. Yeah. Actually, I suppose it doesn't make. Yeah, I mean, not goat people. I'm digging myself.
They make good pets, and then you can eat them.
Well, that's the.
They
Yeah.
give wool and milk and food and companionship, but mostly milk and wool and food.
Don't eat your pets, Faz. But okay, so I said Brahm had picked flowers. Kind of confused, like puts it on there. You are. I'm not used to graveyards, or even really sort of. Usually, we just sort of bury our dead and move on. But it's well made. It's made with a lot of love.
We mostly burn ours.
As I say, it's common custom for bodies to be burnt rather than buried, and this is the only gravestone here.
Yeah, no. I mean, they cremated my father. But, yeah.
Makes sense in an undead uprising.
Well, quite.
Thank you very much for your services to nature. Thank you for providing us with currents to get here. And please, if there's any part of Renvia still connected to here, please aid our swift travel home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great, let's go.
Yeah.
Unless you had thoughts.
No, I just sad. It's sad to lose your partner like that. That's. I never really thought pirates fell in love. You know.
Oh no! Countless stories of romance at the high seas and lost loves wanting to return to love, but the sea has kept them twain.
That's
a highly romantic situation.
I started reading a book once about like a red orc who, you know, and there was like bodice bursting. It wasn't for me, but I don't know.
It sounds delightful.
Yeah, it was graphic. Looking at the sea.
Do you remember there were some older girls at school that used to pass around? I don't know if it was that one, but certainly books with that sort of front cover. Never got any myself though, but they seem to enjoy them.
I guess that's not something you have in your library then. That makes sense.
Not in the fairy tale book, no.
I don't know. Some of those can be quite salacious from what I've heard. Obviously not yours. I'm sure it's toned down.
Can you all make perception checks for me, please?
Why would you rip a bodice? That just feels like a waste of fabric.
21.
16.
11.
So the 16 and the 21, as you all move away from where this gravestone is, where the cliff face is, and the sun is just hovering above the horizon, as Elodie and Brahm turn, you could have sworn for the briefest of moments that you could see that the ocean was purple, but it instantly flickers, like it's like a light sheens across it, and then it's blue again.
Good purple or bad purple?
Bad purple.
Oh. Ooh.
Make eye contact with Elodie.
You saw that too, right?
Yeah, the sea's corrupt.
Sea's haunted.
Sea's haunted. Sea ghosts. Bad. Would explain the drowners.
Yes.
Yeah, if the actual don't fall in the sea.
Don't fall in the sea.
I should say not the sea around the island that you're in. It's more out,
Horizon.
it's more out in the horizon where you know the deep is, and not where the shallows ends and the deep sea begins.
I mean, it does explain a lot. You know, no one's heard from the other continents in a while.
There's a reason that we don't expand out west.
Sea's haunted.
Sea's haunted.
Why does this island feel very small suddenly?
It seems to be the only light in a sea of darkness. Seen art poetry. But, I mean, do you think moving the ship from here would, like, break the protection? This seems like they got to the beach, but they didn't get into the actual.
Oh, we can't do that then.
Not with a. Just, what about Matt? We can't leave Matt alone. I'm Pat.
Future us problem. Future us problem.
Yeah.
We haven't even got what we need yet.
Who knows what's up there? Could be a dragon.
We could find a way that allows us to temporarily pause the barrier and leave just fine. But we won't know if we don't go there.
So yeah, it's sort of like, and we're going, and we're walking.
Anyone else just imagining tentacles higher than these mountains just coming in and swallowing this island as if it was nothing?
I mean, I wasn't until you said that.
Yeah, I am now.
Is that in your book?
Not that I remember.
Is
I
that
mean-
related to your bodice rippers?
Weirdly, actually, some of them are. When it gets still tentacly, again, I didn't read those books. I didn't read those books.
You seem to know a lot about them.
Oh yeah, no, me and kind of goes blank. Someone had. It doesn't matter. Someone I knew had a collection of these books. Anyway, we should. You're right. We should. Brahm starts sort of slightly babbling, then has to kind of. We should focus. We're here on a mission. We got the dragon fawn. We get that. We work out whatever. Ingrid gets a chance to
Let's
look at the forge.
go find Vesenia's sister!
Surprise, Ingrid.
Hi.
What? Oh, okay. And as you all begin travelling using the footpaths that Vesenia has mapped out with the map, you are able to get up there quite quickly, actually. You were told it was going to take quite a few hours, maybe, I think it was like four hours or something, to actually climb up towards where the temple was, but you've been able to cut that time down in half. And as you push through the thicket and get out into the opening, and you can feel the heat coming from this large marble stone building that looks like it's built into the mountainside. As you all step forward, you hear the sort of clocking of a weapon, and as you all turn around, stood on top of a rock with a hood up and a purple tail sticking out, with pink hair sort of pulled down one side of their face, looking like a slightly older version of Vesenia, is a fiend fallen, Amara. And that is where we are going to end tonight's session. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. We are Roll Together RPG. If you'd liked what you've seen, we do D&D content on Mondays and live shows and non-D&D content on Tuesdays, both from 6 p.m. UK time. If you're watching us on YouTube, please do consider liking this video, commenting down below, and subscribing to the channel, because it helps the algorithm let us know what you like, so we know what to make more of for you. Massive thank you to our sponsors and supporters, and to the D20 Club and Dice Heads on Patreon. They are fantastic. They are the best. You can join them from as little as one of your local currency per month, or one goat, which must be sent to Tom for curry goat reasons.
They're lovely creatures. I love goats. They're amazing.
We are going to go. We will see you all next time. Bye.